I guess the thing with like small talk, I think it depends what kind of small talk sometimes, because it's like there's like genuine small talk where it's like you don't know what to say and you're trying to find the things to say, but then there's like small talk where it's just like just trying to fill in the gap. You know what I mean? It's like the bullshit small talk and then like genuine small talk.
So there is different types of small talk, right? There's small talk with someone that you do want to engage, but you just don't know how.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is some where you really don't want to be there and you're just trying to be as nice as possible.
Or yeah, just like out of politeness, you know? Like for example, like at least for me, like I the like the bullshit small talk, I do that kind of crap all the time at work. I'm not even gonna lie, you know? Like when it comes to like talking to people I don't know or someone I'm meeting for the first time, I don't like if I'm working with somebody and we're not talking, that's just weird. I think that's just weird and it makes me uncomfortable.
Mm.
So I just be yapping. I just be saying whatever.
What if they have headphones on?
If you're working next to me with headphones on, you're just a dick.
I think I'm a dick.
No, but that's
Just-
different though, because
yeah.
I mean, y'all work next to each
No,
other
no, no. I'm saying like even when I was
on the floor.
yeah, on the floor, I wanted my own.
Mhm.
I was like in my own zone. Yeah, I would actually no, never mind. I think I was pretty social, especially when I met Carla, because Carla I
Mhm.
met at Model Y, and that I try to be super social with everybody, especially anyone around her orbit.
Oh yeah.
I would give anybody an excuse to talk about me in front of her.
That's funny.
Yeah, I
Um,
miss being a technician, dude. It was probably the funnest job I've ever
this guy. No, I'm joking.
had. No, I'm serious.
No, I believe
It
you.
really is. Once you get, well, like when you really understand everything, and then obviously you'll never understand everything.
Yeah.
But if you become the guy that they just
Mhm.
call to, and you always deliver,
Mhm.
like it gives you a sense of fulfillment that at least I haven't felt in a while.
Mhm. No, I know what you mean. Like, I don't. I hate to like. I guess what freaking. I don't like to think. I don't like to have like. I guess like boost myself in that kind of way. Like I like
Mhm.
to be humble, but I like to. I like to think sometimes that I'm that guy. Sometimes, you know what I mean. I like to think that, and I like to think that like I'm dependable, like at work, and like whatever needs to get done, I'll get it done. You know, and I know I haven't been there that long, or I don't. I mean, I feel like there's a lot to like even learn for myself.
Mhm.
I still feel like I've for coming into this like a year, like over a year and a half ago, knowing nothing to where I'm at now. I think I've done pretty solid for myself. I feel like
Mhm.
I feel like I've established a good what's it called?
Reputation.
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah. Do you feel like you usually always deliver when someone asks for help?
I would say about realistically, probably like 75-80% of the time I deliver. Because, I mean, like I said, like there's still so much that I don't even know. Today, for example, like at work, when it came to the whole came into this issue, I was doing a PM on one of the hen rob guns. Freaking the thing I was doing, it was at the end of the PM where I was like, check the maintenance counts or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, okay, they're like way over. I'm gonna just change the punch and die. When I came to the die, I was like, the die on this motherfucker is a certain part number, but on the controller it's this part number. But then they have another sticker with a third part number. I'm like, all right, like what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
In my head, I'm like, what the hell is this? And that was fine. That wasn't my issue. But the issue was like changing the when it came to like reaching out to the guys I needed to figure out what is what, and then installing the die, and then realizing actually that the die post,
Mm-hmm.
the freaking I didn't realize what looks like bolts that's holding the die post in place.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually for alignment for the die post. I didn't know that. I was like, oh shit! But one of them was sticking out, and it was fucked up. And Ryan called it out. He was like, hey, you mind fixing that, and then checking the alignment for the GBSD and all that. I was like, I've never done no alignment for this thing. I was like, I don't know. But then he was like, hey, so and so is gonna be there to support you because he's gonna be taking my place. You know, as I transition to cybercab. I was like, okay, great. Yeah, I came along and yeah, I learned a lot. I was like, before today, didn't have a clue how to do any of that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I do. You know?
Yeah. I mean, that's the other cool thing about it is that even once you get to even if you believe that you're like really good at your job
Mhm.
and no, you put whatever problem's gonna
Yeah.
come in front of you and you're gonna figure it out.
Mhm.
And you still learn so much.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like complicated, because the more complicated it gets, the more involved you're, the more invested you are
Yeah.
in the solution. and it becomes this competition of like with yourself
Oh yeah.
is am I going to be able to figure this out?
Yeah.
And you always tell yourself, of course I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
Obviously, I got it. What do I need to do? Where's the manual? Fucking hand
Mhm.
but that's all it is. Learn how to read.
Oh yeah.
Learn how to read quickly, learn how to navigate these manuals, how to test in a safe way.
Yeah.
And knowing that you have backup.
Mhm.
My biggest thing is that I always knew that if I fucked up, I always had someone that would have my back.
Yeah.
That can fix it and that won't throw me under the bus.
Yeah.
'Cause there's a lot of
Oh,
people
yeah.
that want to throw you under the bus.
That's the worst thing about it. It's like knowing who to trust. I guess like who you can rely on. Like knowing who to rely on. I think that's the hardest part. As far
Mhm.
as like, I feel like the kind of environment we work in.
Mhm.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, everybody's trying to progress and move up, right? So it's like someone's gonna be a blue falcon one way or another.
Blue Falcon?
Oh, sorry. Marine Corps term, buddy fucker. It's a euphemism.
Buddy fucker.
Yeah, blue falcon.
Blue Falcon
Mhm.
is a buddy fucker.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a euphemism, right? So
Yeah. So yeah. So there's a lot of buddy fuckers in the
100%, dude. 100%. Like, oh man, it and that was the one thing I it grinds my it's the one the kind of thing that grinds my gears. Like in any work environment is the guy that's gonna sit there and freaking ride whoever's in charge of us, right? And freaking brown nose the hell out of them and do whatever they can for themselves. And it's like forget everybody else. It's just me. And they don't care to like actually help or make any improvements for like say like for like the team as a whole. And it's just about them. It's like yeah, I get it. Like everybody wants to move up in the world, but like you don't gotta fuck the next guy, just for you to move up.
Mhm.
I think that's crazy. That is a crazy mentality to have, especially when you're in a team like orientated environment. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I think that's crazy. I hate it.
I mean, so the military is oriented for like to cultivate a team, right? But
Exactly.
so is it more of the cultural the culture in the military, or is it the people that go to the military that kind of infect that culture? Because you start out, I assume that when you start out, you're kind of like most people are kind of shitty,
Mhm.
but then towards the end, I assume there's some growth that happens.
Because like from my experience and from what I've seen, because everybody goes in with the zero baseline of where they're at, like going into boot camp, and then coming out of boot camp, you kind of already have a feel of the kind of person you're gonna be, the kind of person, and you get an idea of the kind of person you decide to strive to be or you want to be, and then from there you take that how you see fit, right? Because it's like in boot camp, I mean, they're testing your like obviously they're testing you physically, mentally, and all that stuff, right? But as we're going through boot camp, our drill instructors, they're actively deciding, hey, this guy, and this guy, 4 guys out of like a group of between 40 and 80, depending what time of the year you go in. These actually 5. These 4 guys are going to be squad leaders in charge of the rest of the fucks, and then there's one guy, the guide, that's in charge of the squad leaders plus the rest of the group, right? So it's like it brings out that competitive nature, right? But it also, and this is where it comes like the type of people that join, where it's like in order to get to the top, fuck that guy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if that guy fucks up, hey, just so you know, so and so is dropping the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of being like, hey man, let's trying to go to the guy first and be like, hey, you know what?
Yeah,
I see you're lacking.
So leaders reward that?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, wow. I thought snitches get stitches, man. What the fuck?
In the Marine Corps, I mean, right, it's like, and obviously that dictates obviously like the kind of people you end up like surrounded with or you end up like grouping towards, like I guess you could say cliques, like once you like get established in the fleet or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
right? You're gonna recognize the kind of people you're gonna either force yourself being surrounded with or the kind of people you just kind of mesh with. You know what I mean? Like the people that have that tendency to, like screw people over, they're gonna find themselves only hanging around like the leadership because they know like at the end of the day, the leaders, since they've been like doing whatever they had to do to stay in the graces with these guys, those guys are always gonna invite them out and do whatever this and that. But at the end of the day, like it's just leadership and subordinate, right? They don't have like an actual like social group outside of the workplace. You know what I mean?
Is it because you're always on the base?
No, it's just I mean, like the people that buddy fuck tend to end up by themselves.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so they do get alienated at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, but do they adjust then? Do they learn from their mistakes?
Some people don't, and some people get they get comfortable. You know, it's like, well, I don't need those guys anyways. It's like, because as long as I keep doing shit for myself, I'm gonna get rewarded anyways. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah.
But why?
Oh, because it's like at the end of the day, like it always comes down to like, you know, like making the hard choice and doing the right thing and that kind of like mentality of like, you know, regardless of whatever situation you're in, right? Like you always have to put the Marine Corps first, right? Because like when like for example, like when you're in the like yeah, I guess the military, but like I'm speaking for like the Marine Corps specifically. Marine Corps comes first, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, when I was in, this was I think this was like the end of 2021. No, I'm lying. Summer of like August of 2021. My sister was pregnant with my my sister was pregnant with my nephew, and she was a high risk pregnancy, or she had a high risk pregnancy, right? Like with my nephew, and I think it was like a
And you guys found that out while she was pregnant? Like,
yeah, she found out, yeah, because my oldest sister, she has she's anemic and I forget what else, and some other crap, right?
mm-hmm.
And that's what, yeah, it was a high risk pregnancy, and then that um for her to just be like cautious, right? And it was while I was at drill, because do you know how the reserves thing works?
No.
Real quick, so like when you join the reserves, at least for the Marines, you go to the same boot camp, you go to the same schoolhouse training, which is where you like your job training, and then after you finish your job training, you get assigned to the duty station closest to you that has or that requires that job you have in the Marines. Does that make sense?
No.
So so maintenance and ordnance
Yeah.
type of jobs,
Mm-hmm.
they all for reservists, we all go to the same unit,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of where we live in Texas, right? Obviously, our unit is in Texas.
Yeah.
And whichever maintenance or ordnance unit that's closest to us, like by mileage, that's the unit we're assigned to.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So for like me, right, the closest unit for me was in Waco, but there's other units, like there's one in like Abilene, there's one in Dallas Fort Worth, there's another one Texarkana, right?
Where's that at?
Oh, that's like right at the edge. It's like northeast, like way up there,
Uh-huh.
right at the edge, northeast.
Are we connected to Arkansas?
I think so. I'm not sure.
I was just thinking Texarkana. And
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Texas, Arkansas. I don't know.
But yeah, and so, but all these units, they're maintenance, right?
Mm-hmm.
But not all of them have the specific job I had. Yeah, please. So my job in the Marine Corps, I was a heavy equipment mechanic, right? They called us engineer equipment mechanics because we were specific mechanics for like earth moving equipment, right? So like front loaders and shit like that, skid steers, stuff like yeah. But there's also diesel mechanics that only work on like the trucks, you know. So that those are two separate jobs, even though we're both just diesel mechanics, right?
Yeah.
We just work on two separate styles of equipment.
Right.
So, like the unit in Abilene, those are all just the motor team mechanics, the motor transportation mechanics.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to go to that unit. I wouldn't be able to get assigned to that unit, right? Because they don't have
heavy machinery.
Yeah. And if they do, they only have like say like 2-3 slots because they only have like 1 or 2 pieces of gear of heavy equipment. Compared to my unit, we had like 5-6, and we had a whole platoon size of guys with the same job I did.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then back to what I was talking about. So we do our job training, and then we get assigned to these units. And then from then on, it's once a month for like a weekend, up to like a week. Each month, we go to what's called drill, which is our required days that we have to go to the unit to do like required training or whatever we have to do for the year, right? And that's every month. And then each year, aside from the regular our drill dates, each year for 2 weeks, we go on what's called annual training. And for those 2 weeks, they send us to like actual like military bases or other units to support them for for whatever Marine Corps needs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how that works, right? Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
So okay, so now back to my original story. I was going to drill. It was the night before drill. I was already in Waco. That night at like 11 o'clock, my mom calls me. She's like, "Hey, your sister, you already know your sister was a high-risk pregnancy. She's in the hospital right now. She's not doing so great." And then she was actually telling me that, like, "Hey, your sister, she's they're kind of like worried that she might not make it kind of thing, And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, that I honestly, like, I didn't know how to react. Like, I'm like you're telling, like what,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And yeah, like I didn't know what to do because it was like I'm already out here in Waco. Like it's a whole like jumping through hoops, like to miss these drill dates. So the next day I went to like I guess you could say equivalent of like AM, right? And I went to like
What is the AM called?
the company gunny, right?
Company Gunny?
Yeah, the gunnery sergeant, right?
It's a cool name.
Went to the company gunny. There's this lady, and I was telling her, I was like, "Hey, Gunny, like just so you know, I got this going on."
That's
and
what you call them? You're like, hey, Gunny.
so because yeah, their rank is gunnery sergeant, and Gunny is like I guess you could say like a not a nickname, but like because you don't call any gunnery sergeant Gunny unless you have like an established relationship with them. Yeah,
Okay.
you can't just go up to any gunnery sergeant and be like, "What's up, Gunny?" Because
Yeah.
the guy's gonna look at you sideways and be like, "What the fuck you just call me, son?" Like, oh, we must be friends,
Yeah.
that kind of, yeah. But no, like, her and I, we had at least at the time, I felt like we had a good established relationship,
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, I was like, hey, I got this going on. I don't know what to do. I was like, this is the first day of drill. And that drill specifically, we were going to the range because it was like it was like 4 days long. And we were gonna go out to this other training area out like 2 hours away and go to the range to do our annual qualifications on the rifle. And we were supposed to leave that morning. And I'm telling her, hey, like I got this going on. And she's like, let me go talk to the chain of command. Let's see what we can do, and then we'll see what we can do for you. Okay, cool. Like 15 minutes later, she comes back to me. She's like, okay, we're gonna give you an excused absence for the rest of the drill period. You'll just have to make up. You will have to find a different unit to send you with to go do the range. See what other units still have their rifle qualifications pending to go to the range. Okay, fine, works for me, right? So I got excused. I thought I was good, and then a few months down the line, I think this was November timeframe. I got real sick and I thought I had COVID. And I told him, right? Because, COVID was still kind of a big deal by the end of 2021. And I told her, and she's like, well, Marine, she's like, why are you telling me this like the day before? She's like, why couldn't you, like let us know ahead of time, like if you wanted to submit like they called it I forget what it was called, but anyways, it was like you had, because in order to miss like drill, you had to submit a form explaining why you were missing, what days you were missing exactly, what days you were gonna use to make up for these drill dates, and your reasoning for did I already say that? Yeah, your reason why you were missing.
Mm-hmm.
But this form has to get sent up to chain of command, and it has to get approved by our commanding officer. And you had to submit it. I think at the time they were telling us like a month beforehand, which in my opinion was kind of ridiculous, right? Because you never know, right? Something could always happen. I always found that stupid. And yeah, she was like, well, why couldn't you, like submit this? She's like, when that shit happened, and I used to have the messages like, but she was like, when that shit happened with your sister, we'll let you off the hook, but now you want to sit here and try to make up an excuse why you can't come to drill right now, and this and that. I'm like, that's crazy. You're gonna throw that. I was like, you're gonna throw what happened to me interpersonally and in my family in my face, as like justification to like further bash me as to why I can't make it,
Mm-hmm.
To this drill period. I was like, in my head, I thought that was crazy. I was like, that's fucked up. I was like, who does that? Who does that?
No.
Military. No, straight up.
Yeah.
And like people in the military too, they'll try to justify it, you know? Like man, some motherfuckers in their loopholes in their fucking brains to like put the Marine Corps like first like that. I thought it was crazy. Like this other guy, he was a sergeant, different platoon. I hardly ever interacted with the guy. I was like some of my buddies were just a part of his platoon. This guy was always that guy was big brown noser, shit all over his face. But when it came to like people in his platoon, like missing drill or whatever, he was always like, "Well, I miss like my grandfather's freaking funeral, and I miss this, I miss that, you know, because the Marine Corps is priority, and Marine Corps this." I'm like, "You're crazy. You're crazy to think." And to me, honestly, it's because like, dude, like, bro, we're reservists.
Mm-hmm.
Chill the fuck out. I was like, we
Yeah.
don't live in the fleet, dog.
We ain't trying to go to war.
No, I was like, 9 out of 10 reservists joined the reserves because they just needed to go. They needed money for school. They needed benefits. They had nowhere else to go, but still maybe had plans with lives. I was like, if we wanted to play full Marine, we would have went active duty and got stationed somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, chill the fuck out. You know, it's like that the whole like mentality of I don't know. I could never understand it. You know, because I had my reasons why I joined. You know,
It wasn't
because I
show
was
for the Marines.
freaking hoorah motivated patriotic guy. No,
Yeah.
like it was just crazy.
I don't. Do you think most people nowadays that join the military are joining the military for patriotic reasons or for
No,
like college tuition?
I say nowadays it's probably a lot more leaning toward because of like benefits. You know, that or like unfortunately, right? Like some people join because like they have nowhere else to go. You know?
Yeah.
Which is it's a really shitty situation. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why some people join, you know, to find like purpose.
Does anyone ever pay attention to like the Secretary of War now? How does that in your world? How did that name change go with the people that you know?
I just find it really silly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Secretary of War. Like, dog, when was the last time we went? Like, let's be real. Like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? It's almost like you know that joke people make about like guys that drive big trucks are compensating for something. It's like, what are you compensating for? You know, like, what is there to prove?
Yeah.
I mean, other than he's a big fucking idiot, right? But like, what is there to prove?
Yeah.
And for what?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, technically, I think we're still in peacetime.
The U.S.
Yeah.
I don't think we've been in peacetime since.
I mean, in accordance with like with that whole like I forget what it's called. It's like some sort of like statutes or whatever that like requirements of us to meet like as to what considers us to be in peacetime or in wartime. You know what I mean? I mean, because it's like where are we actively involved right now?
Somalia.
And then,
well, pretty much everywhere. I mean, we're definitely involved in Ukraine.
Yeah, but like I guess kind of like in like comparison to like how we were with like I guess you could say like Afghanistan, right? Like people always like to come back to that.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
you're thinking of more so like boots on the ground type of situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
like,
but the thing is that we've been in, even if we don't send our troops out there, we've been involved in so many wars since World War II that I think I could count on my fingers how many years that we actually had a peaceful period.
But that's why I say like, you know, like peacetime, you know, because that's it was before I think it was like right about when I had just a year left before I got out of the reserves. We entered peacetime, right?
Is that what they like they pronounce that in the organization?
Mm-hmm. Because before that period, before they made that announcement, any and all service members that were going through like the basic trainings and everything, they came out with the one ribbon, right? Yeah, I don't know if you ever seen like the uniform before, but like almost everybody wears it's like a red, yellow, red ribbon, right? And it's think it's the national defense ribbon because you entered the military during a time of war.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
So when they announced that when they made that announcement that we have officially entered peacetime, from that point on, any service member that graduated basic training or boot camp or whatever no longer earned that ribbon right once they graduated boot camp because we're in peacetime. Yeah.
Are people salty about that?
I'm sure. Because you're just wearing the uniform and typically, you know, because we called it a pizza stain because it was the very first ribbon you got.
Yeah.
You know, but once we started seeing like when I was at the unit, once I started seeing new joints come in, because when they're checking in, they have to wear this full green suit. They call it a pickle suit.
Mm-hmm.
But they're wearing the pickle suit with nothing on it, and it just looks weird.
Yeah.
It looks weird. It's like, what? It's like, buddy, where's your ribbon at?
Yeah.
And they're like, don't got it.
Like, are you even a Marine?
Don't
dude?
rate it. It's like, piece of shit. No.
Yeah.
No, but yeah. So yeah, that's like, I guess like technically, right? But like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but I know that like the U.S. has their hands like in a lot of places where we probably shouldn't, you know?
Yeah, like Gaza.
At least for me, because like me personally, I don't watch the news too much. So I mean, hey,
I don't think anybody watches the news. I don't know who watches. Who do you know that watches Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, any of that?
my ex.
Really?
Yeah, she would
How
watch
old
the
is
news.
she?
She was 30.
Oh,
30
okay.
well, 31.
Uh-huh. And she would watch the news because she'd be interested in it, or because
Yeah.
she's super politically active, or
Just like, I guess more like not politically active, like to herself. You know what I mean, like not that she loved, but she liked to be like
informed.
informed.
Yeah.
Yeah. She always wanted to know what was going on, you know?
And she felt trust with what they were selling her.
Not necessarily trust, but more of like, honestly, I feel like she did it just to stress herself out. 'Cause it was every day after work, and
Yeah.
she'd be like, "Oh my gosh, did you see this or see that or this?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'd be like, "I don't watch the news, babe. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know what to say."
Yeah.
Because it's like, for me, it's like, I guess if it's not affecting me, like in that moment, what can we really do?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, like,
I see it as more of a the most entertaining reality show of all time.
oh god, especially now,
Yeah.
especially now.
Like it legit is a reality show.
Yeah.
Like with real actors. Like any politician, I really just kind of see as an actor. And whenever you see him on podcasts, and it I don't know. To me, it is kind of an event when they kind of like take the mask off a little bit.
Yeah.
Then that is kind of okay. Well, now I kind of get to see you a little more
Yeah.
than what I usually do. When someone doesn't, because when someone does an interview on Fox News or CNN or whatever,
It's always a facade.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think they're getting better at also conveying that facade in podcasts. But originally, I don't think they did. I think they were kind of shocked with the whole thing. Amazingly, Trump was pretty good at the podcast shit.
Really?
Like, he was funny as shit.
Really?
Yeah. You should watch this the podcast he did with Theo Vaughn. Do you know who that is?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. They started talking about cocaine. Trump had a brother that died from an overdose. Yeah. No one really knew that. Yeah. So they started talking about drugs, and Trump was asking him, like, is cocaine, do you really like that? Like, does it feel good? Like, he was genuinely curious.
Yeah.
And it was a good podcast.
You know, and that's the thing, right? Like, and that's something I always said, like, Trump, the guy should have just stayed as an entertainer.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he still is an entertainer.
I mean, yeah, right? But
he's like the ultimate entertainer, like the most famous entertainer of all time at this point.
But it's like, before the politics, the guy was a goofball.
Yeah.
He was funny. He was like funny.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I mean, the shit he's spouting, man. It's like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, this was a while ago. Like, you have you heard of the Roasted? It's like that comedy show thing.
Yeah, where like David Hasselhoff, Donald Trump, they just did who was it? Tom Brady?
I think so.
The roast or whatever.
Yeah, the roast of whoever. Yeah, like it was a while ago. I got like hyper focused on like those shows, and I watched the roast of Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny shit, you know. It's like, he's really entertaining, but it's like, why couldn't you just stay that way?
Yeah, I mean, it's a valid question. I mean, what do you think the answer is?
I feel like the answer always comes down to money. For some reason, greed. Oh, honestly, because it's like, what other legitimate reason is there? You know?
Well,
can't be fame.
Like, what if you? What would ever drive you to get into politics? Like, to run for some kind of office? What do you think would provoke you to do that?
Nothing. I don't think I could ever see myself getting into something like that. I feel like it's too serious, and like, I like to have fun.
Yeah,
too serious.
But imagine that you could still have fun.
But then it's like, well, I don't know. I don't think I could ever get into something like that. Because then it's also the thing of like always having eyes on me. You know,
Yeah, the lack of privacy is
it's insane.
it's a curse. Like a lot of people want to be famous, but
Like celebrities.
yeah.
I always think of like that super old like video of Tobey Maguire. You know, cussing out like paparazzi to get out of the way.
Oh yeah.
Get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's
yeah.
like I can't imagine what that feels like.
Mm.
Oh man.
I think South Park had a great episode over the paparazzi and
Really?
like what they did to Britney Spears. And did you ever watch that episode?
Mm-mm.
And the paparazzi would always follow Britney Spears everywhere. She would take a shit, they would follow her there. She would, I don't know, have a baby, they would follow her. If she would get run over by a truck, they would follow her there, start taking pictures.
So
They wouldn't
invasive.
help her, but they'd fucking take pictures and all that. She'd, at the end, I think like she lost half her face.
Oh god.
and no one gave a fuck. They still like were just taking
Yeah.
pictures and shit like that. Yeah, it was.
Jesus. You know what? That reminds me of that movie. Have you seen Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal?
No.
He's like basically he's like
Is he looking for the Zodiac?
No. That's
Oh.
a different movie.
Oh, okay.
I think the movie's called just
The
the Zodiac.
Yeah.
No, the movie it so yeah with Jake Gyllenhaal. So basically he plays a character with he's kind of like I don't know if he's like a psychopath or sociopath. I don't know the difference entirely. But he's like he's some weird guy that gets into like freelance reporting,
hmm
but he takes stuff to like to the extreme in the movie, right? Like I mean, do you care if I spoil it or not?
No.
No. So like in the movie, right? For example,
Spoiler alert.
spoiler alert. If you've never seen the movie
Yeah.
Nightcrawler, great movie, recommend it, right? But it, like one of the in the movie, right? He has like the little freaking like police radio thing in his little car, and he notices they get a call for like an accident that was reported on the freeway, or not the freeway, like some like off road stuff. When he drives up to it, he's like the first person there. Like no first responders had arrived yet, and he's looking at the scene and stuff, and he's like, that doesn't look dramatic enough, and he starts moving like people died on the scene, and he starts moving some of these bodies around, and he starts taking video and pictures, to sell to like news and stuff, right?
Oh.
But he's like actively messing with like a crime scene.
Yeah.
And like towards the end of the movie, because throughout the movie he ends up hiring some guy off of Craigslist or whatever, and this guy works with him. And towards the end of the movie, they're doing like a chase of like some guy that's getting chased by cops. And I don't remember exactly how it happens, but he lets his partner freaking die, and he films his partner dying for the love of the game.
Yeah.
Because he's a reporter.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like that. Like I know it's a movie, but it's like maybe
it's real.
There could be sickos out there like that.
Yeah.
Like that's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Scary. But yeah, that's what that reminded me of.
Yeah. I watched this movie called Civil War. Have you heard of that one? It's just all it is just trying to picture what Civil War in the United States would look like today.
Oh, I think I've seen the trailer of it,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think I never seen it.
Yeah, so there's no real storyline to it. You're just kind of following a journalist photographer, and they have these press suits, and their truck says press. And even if there was Civil War, I guess there's a certain respect for people that are press. They get into really fucked up situations just to be able to grab a good picture. Spoiler alert. The girl that's following her idol, who is also a photographer, and this girl's like this aspiring photographer. At the very end, her idol like gets shot dead, and as she's getting shot dead, she takes the picture. She takes the picture as she's getting shot. The way that the movie tried to describe it is that a picture's worth 1,000 words, and if you do see a picture that hits. Like in some substantive way. That's their whole thrill, is to be able to get that picture that's gonna really affect people. And I have seen more bloody, fucked up pictures in the last a year.
Really?
Than I have in my whole I've never, and like it's never in front of your face, but now like with the internet, social media and all that, and the war in Gaza, like it fucks with you to see like a limb of a baby, just like the limb, or like their little hand, or like half of their face. It, like if you do get that footage, it does affect people in a very visceral way. Like That Charlie Kirk shooting?
Dude, I was shoot. I remember that morning only because yeah, I was at work. I was chilling, and then Will, he texted me. He's like, "Dude, Charlie Kirk just got shot." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, yeah, bro just got shot at a university. What was it, Utah, right?
Yeah.
He's like, I think bro is cooked. I was like, what? I was like, dude, I was
The
like,
way Will talks.
I know. He's like, bro is cooked. I'm like, what are you talking about? I was like, don't fuck with me right now. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, and then at the same time, I'm in this group chat with all these guys. Like, it's like, isn't it? It's like Jonathan, Carlos, you know Jaime, right? Jaime Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jaime's in there. Who else is in it? Some guy named Josie. Anyways, at the same time, these guys are sending a freaking Twitter link, this freaking Twitter post in the chat, like, dude, look, do call it Charlie Kirk just got shot. And I'm like, I was like, what is this? And I opened the Twitter link, and then boom, there it is, video of it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was like,
I did not expect so much blood to just spew out immediately, because it just you see his neck, and then you just see a dot there.
Stream.
Yeah. You just see the dot, and for a second you're like, oh, and then a second later, just I didn't know that's possible.
Yeah, and it's just the way he goes like limp. Oh man.
I mean, you saw his soul leave his body. I think that's the other part of it that really got me, is that you knew that
was it.
He was gone.
Yeah. No, yeah. Because, like, back to who was like, yeah, ain't no way bro surviving. I'm like, all right. All right. Okay.
Before I even saw the video, because I was in a meeting when it happened. Huh. And I don't know who told me. I think it was Cortez.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cortez was like, did you see it? And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, look at X. I was like, okay. So I pull out my phone and I start scrolling. And first I just see pray for Charlie Kirk. And then one of them said that he's done so much good, he deserves a miracle or something. And that's when I really started getting worried. I was like, okay. But that means that he's still alive then, if someone just tweeted that. And so I saw more tweets, and then eventually it came to the video. And then I saw the video, and then, oh man. Yeah. It fucked me up a little bit. I think that seeing that kind of motivated me to really put more effort into making this stuff. Yeah. Because the way I saw Charlie Kirk was that he was trying to confront just people and try to talk to them, try to create some kind of dialogue. Even if you didn't agree with what he was saying, at the very least, he would always give everybody the opportunity to talk. And when they shot him, especially since they shot his neck, it's kind of like, it's like kind of like, shut the fuck up. And inside me, it's like, okay, well, I feel like we really need to start talking to each other more. Yeah. Before this shit gets like even realer than it is. Yeah. Well,
and like, because I have a bad, like with the Adderall, it gives, it's like you have the tendency to like hyper focus a lot more on certain things. So like when I saw the video, I was like, this is crazy. I was like, let me keep reading into this and this and that. I probably spent like not only like 2 days, like not indulging, just reading into it. Sorry, poor choice of words. Just like kind of reading into it. Yeah. And then I came across this video, and it's like so it was like I guess a slow motion, like kind of like a frame by frame. So like the round, because he was wearing a plated vest.
He wasn't.
Oh, he wasn't?
They confirmed that he wasn't.
No. Oh, really?
Yeah. He usually does. But this day, the company that usually supplies him with those vests, someone within his organization said that, hey, we're not going to use that anymore. On that day.
Well, at least in the video, it looked like something had like hit his chest first, and then it like came out like on the slow motion video. It looks because you could see his like shirt ripple from here, and then it comes up. So it looked like it ricocheted. But I mean, if it wasn't wearing anything, I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking. I don't know. And that's another thing, though. Conspiracies, dude. It was not even that long after people were like, "Oh, like his, the guys behind him that were his security, whatever, were actually throwing up hand signs and signaling to do this and to that." I'm like, dude, can't. I was like, not everything is like.
Yeah, people jumped into it way too quickly. And then looking at, I mean, I guess I get it that it's just internet sleuths are going to be internet sleuths, and there is a benefit to that. Like, there's a lot of conspiracies that did end up being true, and a lot of the work was done by just random internet people.
True.
But I mean, they did go hard in the paint, like way too
Yeah.
early this time.
Yeah.
But one of them that people think is crazy right now is Candace Owens. Have you heard of her? She started with Charlie at Turning Point.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie actually hired her, and they were kind of like the dynamic duo when the organization first started.
Yeah.
He started that when he was like 19, 18 years old.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't even go to college. Like,
Oh, I know about that. Just
yeah.
because I know he always advocated for people to not go to school because it was like, I guess, essentially like a waste of money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, back to Candace. She's the one who's kind of debunking the whole, like all the conspiracies that are out there. She's debunking that, and she's kind of insinuating a bunch of her own. Well, I want to say conspiracies, but
Mm-hmm.
like at this point, I feel like that guy that they caught, that Tyler Robinson guy.
Yeah.
I really don't think he did it.
No.
There's just a lot of weird shit that happened. Like the rifle, apparently, he, like took it apart, put it inside his backpack,
Mm-hmm.
and then climbed down the roof, and then for some reason went into the forest, put it back together, and then put it inside this cardboard box and put it underneath the bushes, and then changed clothes, but then changed clothes again, and then went to go to Dairy Queen because there's a picture of him at Dairy Queen,
Yeah.
like just
Chilling.
waiting in line, like get some chicken tenders real quick. Like,
Yeah.
what kind of bullshit is that? And then the FBI released text messages between him and his transgender
Roommate, girlfriend, boyfriend
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
And the text messages, it just sounds so weird. Like no one talks to each other that way. Like he would use the words like vehicle instead of car, or like my grandfather instead of like what do you call your grandfather?
No.
It was like 1920s type of conversation over text. It was just weird. Everything's just really fishy. Do you follow the Israel-Palestine issue at all?
Not really.
Charlie was super pro-Israel.
Right.
Like he would
Yeah.
he would really defend him, like hard. You know how I said both Charlie and Candace first started at Turning Point together.
Yeah.
They kind of grew up together. Well, eventually she kind of was also pro-Israel, and then she kind of started realizing some stuff, and
Yeah.
she started changing her opinions over certain things. And so eventually she just went hard the other direction. She fucking hates Israel now.
Wow.
Hates Israel. But he's still super pro-Israel.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is that, do you know what a Zionist is?
Yeah. People, well, from what my understanding, it's like people who support the idea that like the Israelis it's almost like a birthright to that land or whatever, right? That they're fighting for, kind of thing, right?
Yeah. So people who support the creation of Israel, that
Right.
the Jewish people,
That
the
it's
birth,
it's theirs,
it's
like
theirs.
belongs to
It
them.
belongs to them, but
Yeah.
it was bestowed to them by God.
Yeah.
This is their land. Well, there's a lot of Zionists here in the U.S., and a lot of them are very, very influential and very rich. And Charlie's whole organization, Turning Point, runs on donations.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of those donations came, well, I mean, there's a bunch of Jewish people that gave him a lot of money, but there's like a lot of Zionists, a lot of people who believe that Israel should, like they would defend them no matter what. Recently, especially with the war in Gaza and all the bullshit that's going on over there, like he was finding it really hard to defend him. And even though he would still defend him, it was like there was just a lot of stuff that he just couldn't, like, all right, man.
Yeah.
I let me think about this. Like, let me get back to you. He started having these real issues with the prime minister of Israel. His name is like Bibi Netanyahu. And he actually sent him a letter saying that, hey man, like you got to help me out here. Like this propaganda war that we're having here, like we're losing it, and we're losing it bad. And I think it's your fault. So
the prime minister, or wait, who sent a letter to who?
Charlie Kirk
Sent a letter to that guy?
Dude, Charlie Kirk was like, he really was a powerful person. Like he can meet with President Trump, and President Trump would listen to him and actually implement his ideas. And he would have had relationships with all these other leaders of states. And so he sent a letter to Bibi Netanyahu, and then the day that he gets murdered, that he gets assassinated, Bibi goes on TV and starts saying that, it's a terrible loss, Charlie Kirk, but he was the greatest defender of Israel, and he had just sent me this letter saying how much he loved Israel and how he died for Israel. Like all this like trying to politicize it immediately. And it really just rubbed everybody the wrong way, especially Candace, because she's already like against him. And she knew the internal battle that Charlie was having at the time, because it wasn't just like a intellectual battle that he was having. It was a spiritual battle that he was having with it, because so many children were dying that especially if like you're a pro-life type of guy, if you're just okay with indiscriminately bombing places, it really fucks with you. So he started having more people critical of Israel at his turning point events, and his donors didn't like that. Well, they did not like that. So they started giving him some ultimatums saying that, hey, you either like get rid of this guy, don't let this guy on these events, or we're not going to give you any more money. So he said, fuck you, keep your money. And more and more people were starting to not donate to Turning Point anymore. And the day before, either the day before, or a few days before, he was in this group chat. And in that group chat, he announced, oh, I just got another donor just dropped us who was donating $2 million a year.
Wow.
And in that group chat, he was also saying that, I'm not going to get bullied. I cannot and will not get bullied. I'm going to have to leave the pro-Israel cause. And if Charlie were to leave the pro-Israel cause, that was like, he is the main conduit between the Israel propaganda and the younger generation. Because there's no one under like 30 years old that supports Israel. No one. And he was like the last stand for that type of proliferation of ideas. And if he went against Israel, then that was going to be like a real problem for them, right? So the growing theory right now is that some way, somehow, like Mossad, like secret agents type of like organization type shit, like there's a real feeling that they took him out. So much so that Bibi Netanyahu had to go on TV multiple times saying that, hey, we didn't kill him. It wasn't us. Like, for real, I swear.
Good Lord.
It was not us.
Yeah.
And so it's bringing up a lot of speculation and a lot of conspiracy theories in a sense. But Candace Owens has been a fucking like she's on it. She will not. She's like a dog with a bone. She's not letting it go. And she's burning all these bridges, all these relationships with all these people, because she's like, I don't give a fuck. Someone killed my friend, and I'm gonna figure it the fuck out who did it.
Yeah.
Because we're being lied to. It's dramatic, and I love it.
Jesus.
Yeah. But this is what I mean by earlier. Like, if you start paying attention to what's going on around you, what's going on a national level, what's going on a geopolitical level, it is the most entertaining reality TV show of all time. Yeah. But yeah, it's a heavy things are going on right now.
I mean, when isn't there? Fuck.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, I love TikTok, right? I doom scroll all the time. Every now and again, I'll get like a political post or something like that.
Yeah.
And I like to read the comments sometimes, and more often than not, people are like, "Man, I miss when politics were boring." And it's like, yeah. I mean, I kind of feel that way. I feel like there's just, at least for me, it's part of why I don't like to like even like indulge, or even like, I guess, like start to like build that curiosity on it, just because it's like, it's so overwhelming.
It is. It's emotional. It's visceral. It's like you're seeing a whole different world than what the other person is saying.
Yeah, it's overstimulating, and I'm like, I'd rather just brain rot. Just brain rot and focus.
Yeah.
On, like, my life.
Yeah.
It's just, just too much for my little brain.
I mean, because it's not a little brain issue. It's just like, you don't want any problems. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, like, hey man, I'm just trying to live my life. Like, you're just trying to live like chill, man. Like, I'm not trying to get into it. You know.
Exactly, and it's like speaking of problems, right? It's like, I got my own problems to worry about. So I don't want to worry about, like, I mean, it's not that I don't want to worry about the world's problems, but it's like, it's too much. It's too much to like stress out about, or even like, at least for me, it's like I said, it's like, it's overstimulating to be like, all this is going on in the world, and the more I think about it right now, it's like,
You don't even know where to start. You
yeah,
don't know where like how to
don't know
get
where
your
to
hair
look.
straight.
It's like you're breaking your neck 4 different ways,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're just left with like, well, does it even matter?
Yeah. Well, the way I think about it is more so trying to figure out what your own values are.
Yeah.
Like how you want to live your life. What are your values? Have you ever thought about like how you define your values?
Not really. I mean, I don't know. When we start to get a little more interpersonal,
Mhm.
like when it comes to like speaking about values and like things like that, honestly, I don't know. I say I don't know in the idea that not that like I've never given it thought. I guess it's more like in the way of like I guess I don't know how to put it to words. You know what I mean? Like for me, it's like I'm who I am, and depending on what it is or what exactly is going on is will determine how I react or don't react, and that's how I move forward with life.
Right, right. But who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah. Like you said, I am who I am, and depending on the situation, that's kind of how I'll react. But how will you react? Based on what?
It depends. Like, I mean, I guess like throw me an idea, an example, or yeah, a scenario or something, and then yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm a little on the, I guess you could say like I don't know, cause sometimes I feel like I'm more, I guess you could say like cold hearted than I should be, and then sometimes I feel like maybe I'm a little too emotional. I don't know, and
No,
like
same.
I,
I feel the
I don't
same.
I don't know where I sit. I I don't think there's an in between, or maybe there is for me, but I just like when I think about it just in general, I don't really know where I sit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I know, I mean, in certain situations, I can be a real piece of shit,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm aware of that, and like it's not things that I'm proud of, and I know it's things that still working towards and bettering myself. But as far as like
But
who
what
I,
are those things?
what are those things?
Yeah. Like what do you aspire to be better at?
And this is what I mean. Like sometimes I feel like I'm a little. Maybe I'm a narcissist sometimes, dude. I'm not gonna lie, because
I think we're all pretty narcissistic.
because sometimes I feel like I lack like empathy, or I guess
Or you're just a dude.
maybe I don't. Shit, I don't. Because this happened just yesterday too. Because on the way home from work, me and the lady, we're on the way home from work, and she's talking about like her plans for the weekend, and I'm listening to her, and then she's talking about like how her friend's gonna come over go to her place for the weekend, and she's gonna like hang out with her, and then she was talking about like yeah, but she was like I'm not sure what's gonna happen as far as like tomorrow, because we're supposed to go out and go shopping or whatever. But she told me that like right when 3 o'clock hits, she wants to be like already like back, like at least back home and like taking a nap. I'm like taking a nap. I was like 3 o'clock. I was like that's midday. I was like she's like well because she's pregnant, and I was like and she's mentioned this friend before to me, and I was like in my head without even thinking about it just kind of saying it, I was like. Psh, I was like, "Pregnant?" I was like, "Didn't she just find out she's pregnant though?"
Mm-hmm.
I was like, she was like, "Yeah, she's 4 months pregnant." I was like, "She's barely pregnant. Chill out." I was like, "She needs to chill out." I was like, 4 months?" I was like, "Maybe when she's like 6 months." But then I was like then I kinda caught myself, and I was like, "You know what?" I was like, "Who am I to say? I'm just a guy." But that rubbed her the wrong way. Like, she
Yeah.
got upset, and I was like,
Yeah.
"You know what? My bad." Because at the end of the day, I would never know what that feels like, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like I can't really talk in that place. But then like I guess I said that more in like in the headspace of like I've seen like how old was I? I was like 13 or 14, I think. Yeah, I was 14 when my mom gave birth to my youngest sister, you know? And my mom is she's a hustler. She works, And she was on her feet on the move 24/7 up until like I think like she was a month out, and then same thing with my sisters, because my older sister she has a daughter, and then my oldest sister, I mean, she has like 5 kids at this point, but both of them, I've seen them. I mean, yeah, like, they would like, yeah, talk about how like, like going through that experience, but they were they were hard chargers up until the end. Like I never really saw them, I guess, complain or be like overtly like, oh my gosh, like this fucking sucks.
Oh, about being pregnant?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I to me they're strong women. They're champions. Because they were working up until like they were basically due.
Hmm.
So to me it was like 4 months and talking about taking a nap and because you're feeling this way and this way. Come on. It's like if my sister's, like my oldest sister, she's 4'11", she's tiny, she's had 5 kids, she's done it 5 times, and she's still champed through it each time. I was like, come on, what are we doing?
Yeah.
But then, like I said, then it comes back to like, who am I? For one, I would obviously we'll never experience that,
Hmm.
and then it's like every
Well, even when you get to the point where you have your own kid and
yeah,
whoever your wife is at the time, if like let's say you're really involved
yeah,
and excited about it, like would you prefer your wife to be working and hustling as she's pregnant, or would you prefer to handle everything and just make sure that that baby comes out healthy? I mean, it's going back to like what the dynamics are between
yeah,
what dude and the girl should be, but
yeah,
that's going back to how a traditional relationship should work, right? Like the girl's at
yeah,
home, she's just kind of and maintains the house and you
mm-hmm,
breadwinner. And that's not how it is nowadays, right? Like
no,
there's a whole more like there's a lot more women in the workplace. They want to achieve things and they want to achieve career success, and whether or not they get pregnant, like fuck that, I gotta keep
yeah,
going. The way I see it, I would prefer, like I think the world would be a great place
mm-hmm,
if women didn't really have to stress during the period that they're developing a child.
yeah,
Because like birth or like the fact that there's a baby that's growing inside a body, like to me,
yeah,
that might be the most magical thing that happens in the world right now.
yeah,
Like I can't understand how, like nothing to me comes close than that.
mm-hmm,
Like it's how we're here. It's all central to reality.
yeah, that's true.
It does make me it's made me think about more like what religion is trying to do.
Mm-hmm,
What is being spiritual? What what does it mean to be here? Why aren't we here? Why do we feel sad? Why do we feel mad? What's the whole point of this shit, dude? Like why? Yeah,
midlife
like why
crisis.
do we try?
Yeah,
Yeah. And there's a lot of people that just they have no reason. They at least they feel no reason to live. And to me, that's like it makes me feel sad.
I think I'm one of those.
Yeah.
Well, not that I don't feel like I have no reason to live, but like I guess that sense of purpose. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like that. I guess that driving force to strive or to continue. I guess to like looking forward. I guess to like I guess you could say like where I'm gonna genuinely be at, say within like the next like 5 years or something like that.
Hmm.
It's something I don't actively think about, and maybe I should. But I don't. And it's like I don't know. I just kind of live day by day, almost kind of like going with the flow, with no real like direction
Hmm.
of what I'm doing. Like, do I have like a general idea? Sure, maybe, but I still don't know. Like, I don't have like real, I don't have genuine plans or like
Hmm.
genuine like established like base of like what I want to do.
Hmm.
And I guess like in a way, it's worked with me and against me. Like shit. I mean, it's the only reason I got like this is the only reason I ended up out here, right? Just kind of going with the flow and being like, fuck it. And it's like, because I had a buddy that works there, and I was like, fuck it. I want to try it. Why not?
Hmm.
I want to see if I can get a chance. And if I do, I do. And if I don't, I don't. We'll just see what happens. And it happened, you know? But at the same time, because before then, when I was working in the plants and the refineries, a lot of that is starting off. If you don't know anybody, it's a lot of it is feels like to me, it seems like luck because it's heavy on the like who you know, not what you know. And if I didn't know my dad or my grandpa, I would have never even got as far as I did, you know? And even then, even with knowing them, I feel like I got nowhere. But at the time, I never really made strong efforts to keep pursuing it because I was like, if I get the job, I do. If I don't, I don't. I was like, it is what it is. But I know that's like I don't live like that as much anymore as far as like it is what it is. But um, at the time, it definitely played against me because of what I was like involved in, like as far as work,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that did work against me because I would work a job for like 2 months, get laid off, and then just hope I would get a call back, and I wouldn't. And I'd be like, well. And then my dad would be like, so what are you doing? You gonna get a job? He's like, I taught you how to weld, this, and that. Your grandpa, you need to be going to the shop with your grandpa, while you're not working.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, well, that's a 30, 40-minute drive to Houston because we lived outside of Houston. That's a 30, 40-minute drive to Houston. I was like, are you going to be giving me gas money? No. In the meantime, I might try something else. But anytime I would bring up the idea of bringing something else other than like working in the plants or welding, he'd be like, he's like, but there's so much money in welding. Where is it, bud? I wouldn't talk to him like that. But in my head, I'd be like, yeah, I was like, you, it's there because you've been welding since I was freaking born. You've been doing it for 20 years. You've established the rapport and you've done all this.
You have all these relationships.
Yeah, you got all these connections and all these people that you know. I was like, I don't know those people. And at the same time, I was like, I don't want you sticking your neck out for me because then you also got to worry about your reputation because then I have to uphold that reputation. And if I drop the ball, I'm dropping the ball for you. And then it's like, fuck. And it's like, okay. And at that point, for me, once I get overwhelmed, I just shut down. I'm like, oh God, I need a break. And then I'm like, what am I doing? And then I'm like, I don't know. I was like, we'll just see what happens. And that's the kind of cycle that's the kind of cycle I stuck with for like a good 3 years. It was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, somehow I made it, but it was terrible. Thinking back on it, it was the worst. I hated it. I mean, I'm glad and I'm grateful that I got to learn how to weld and went through those experiences at those job sites and everything. But just that whole like period of where I was at was shitty. It was shitty as hell. Because on top of like oh man, that just thinking about, oh fuck that, dude. That whole work experience was like, so when it comes to the refineries, you freaking obviously when they do shutdowns or turnarounds, they only last a certain period from like a span of they only last a span of like a month up to like I think the longest shutdown I've seen was I think 6 months in the refineries, right? They'll power down a unit or whatever, hire all these contractors, all these contract companies to come in and do all the work, right? And then within these contract companies, obviously, it's like they have their guys, they have their crews, they call every time, right? And that's why, like I said, that a lot of it comes from like who you know. And so, where was I going with this? Holy fuck.
How that industry works?
Yeah. Since I didn't want my dad like sticking his neck out for me so much,
Mm-hmm.
I tried to like
You wanted to build something on your own.
Yeah, I really did. And it was really hard at the time to build something on my own while at the same time trying to satisfy my dad, like for what he wanted from me. Cause I think he's not now, but at the time he really wanted me to get into it. I mean, for one, cause like I said, I was being super bummy because of the way the way my mentality was set, like at the time. And then also I think just to like, get me out there, I guess to kind of spread my wings. But at the same time, he wasn't really letting me do that because he wanted me to stay on the specific path of welding, right? And to him, the best way to make money in welding is through the trade, welding in the plants. Because I mean, don't get me wrong. Like once you get in the know and you know people and you establish yourself with these guys, you make a great money. Like you're talking like the most I ever got paid, for a job, and that fucking job lasted a week. They paid me 41 an hour, and I got, I think it was like 100 per diem every day, right? That one check was like fucking $5,000 because we were working 12 hours, right? Well, the schedule was 12 hours, but every day we were working like 14, 15 hours. Terrible. And
you get overtime?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's another thing too, right? Welders in the refineries get paid the most. Because most contract companies that do like specialty welding or pipe welding in the refineries most companies, they pay double for welders on overtime. Every other trade, only time and a half. Isn't that crazy?
And it is a very special, like, type of skill.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, I was like, and at the time I was like, yeah, the money seems great, but it's like, I enjoy the welding, just not the environment I was doing it in.
Mm-hmm.
Super, like, shitty. I hated it.
Yeah.
Like, especially since I'm small. Every job I was on, it was like, okay, you're gonna climb this tower inside this, like, you're gonna enter this manway. This manway is only like 4 feet wide. And while you're inside the tower, you're wearing freaking supplied air. You're in a Tyvek. It's hot. It's fucking musty. It's cramped. It's tight. And yeah, this job, they want it done by the time you get off shift. Huh? Fuck me. You know, I'm in there freaking barely breaking out. That's what they call it once you once you enter the industry as a welder. Like, once you break out as a welder. I was barely breaking out as a welder, and me personally, I still don't have that experience to say I could do it all. That shit's freaking stressful as hell. Because once you bust on a weld, that's it. Like, starting off.
Once you bust on a weld?
Yeah.
Oh, like a weld that you did, like, cracks or fails.
Mm-hmm. Because
that's bad on your record.
Yeah. Because as far as like pipe welding.
You want one of these?
No, I'm fine. Thank you. When as far as like in the refineries, I think most refineries, they do on whatever pipe you're welding, they do either I forget what it's called, but it's a type of like test they do. They spray it down with this like red dye and they paint it or whatever. Not paint it, right? But they'll spray it down.
Penetrative.
There you go. Yeah. And then that's how they'll test it. And then after that, they'll x-ray it. And if you fail your x-ray, you have to do repairs. The repairs already look bad. And then if you bust, I think more than like twice on a job, they run you off. Yeah. It's like super stressful. And I already don't. I mean, even now, I don't. I mean, I think I'm a lot better at it now, but at the time, I was bad at handling stress. So it would just make me anxious.
Yeah.
And I feel like
it wasn't a very fulfilling job.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I either have to like thug this out for like another few years and just hope it works, or I keep trying to find my own way. And then that's kind of where I ended up landing on, like, saying, like, fuck it. Maybe I should just apply at Tesla. Let me see where that goes. And yeah, like, thankfully, I mean, yeah, it did.
You're happy with it?
Oh, dude, I think aside from McDonald's, because I worked at McDonald's in high school, and then after that, I joined the Marines Reserves, and then obviously the Reserves is not a full paying job. It's the first job I've had that's had the full time benefits and all this crap and bonuses and all that jazz and
stock.
Yeah, it's like, to me, I mean, it's the best job I've ever had. I enjoy the work that I do. I love my job. I love it, you know? And I mean, at least me personally, I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I always found it weird not weird, I never would, especially when I first started, I never understood people who would always perpetually complain all the time. Oh no, there's no direction. Oh, we gotta do that. Oh, they never fix this. Nothing ever gets fixed around here. And I just could never really get it. Like, maybe it's like, I understand it's a real feeling that they had, a real problem that they have with the organization, but I don't know. I just always felt just lucky to be there.
Exactly.
I would look at my badge and I'm like, oh wow, it says my name. It has Tesla on it. We're fucking around with this cool technology. Robots, dude. This is big ass fucking thing that I'm controlling.
Yeah.
No, I never understood. I mean, to this day, I get some people. I mean, yeah, you get burnt out at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
periods where you get burnt out, but
yeah.
At the end of the day, it's a good paying job. Like, really, any kind of job that offers stock that is actually worth the shit.
Yeah.
Like, those are the most valuable jobs in America. If you don't have a job like that, you're not going to make it in the next 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
Things are changing so quickly that if you're working at McDonald's right now and you don't really have a real clear path of what you're going to do with your life, it's going to be pretty bleak. And I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for it at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I have some kind of like foundation now that I have a house that um that I have stock that I have some kind of a savings. Like it's something. That we're no millionaires or anything like that, but at the very least, we're not living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah. Or even the support, to strive,
Mm-hmm.
to like keep pushing forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The opportunity to grow, like
Mhm.
it's there. It's there. If you want it, it's there.
Yeah, 100%.
It's obviously not clear. It's not. There's no like path
Oh yeah.
that anyone's laid out for you, but um, it, if you have that a bit of little initiative,
Yeah.
then you'll find your way.
100%.
People like that. At Tesla, if they see that there's people that if they see that they're hard workers and they're creative and
Yeah.
they want to figure some shit out, like there's a lot of people that'll help you.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like you were saying, like complainers, dude. At least for us, like where we work. I mean, and like I said, I guess this ties back to like what I've already experienced as far as like work, like work in different types of environments of work. To me, it's like it don't get better than this. What the hell? Even to like the PAs, man. Like I get it. Yeah, I can understand how it can get like monotonous and like boring, or maybe like yeah, like burnt out. But it's like you said, what other like job is gonna give you like the benefits and like the opportunities that this place gives you?
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of anybody anywhere else. No, and it's like you said, there's so much. They give us so much room to grow and to expand into whatever you want to put your mind to. Take advantage of it. You know, I mean, like me, like you said, lucky, right? Like, I feel like I like extremely lucky to even have been given the opportunity to get the job. There at Tesla. It's crazy. I mean, even to this day, almost 2 years, and I still think it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah. When I first started, I mean, I was a roofer, a metal roofer up in Colorado, and I just hated my life. I hated it so much.
Real.
Wake up at 4 a.m. It's so cold in Colorado. It's snowing. You get to the work site. You chill for like 15 minutes, knowing that in
It's about to be a
15 minutes
shitty
you have
day.
to get out there, and even though if you wear too many jackets, you can't fucking move. So you have to, and so you have to dress light because once you start moving, you're gonna start
Get hot.
sweat. Then you got to get up on that roof, and you know that it's gonna be so slippery that you got to be careful, and you got to bring up those rolls up there. And I mean, you just know that at any point, if you really like, just don't pay attention, you will fucking fuck yourself up. And there's no real opportunity to grow. Like
Yeah.
with welding, there's ways to get better at it.
Yeah.
Like you could develop that skill to really like start pumping projects out. There's people that get real good at it and they feel some type of fulfillment from it. But like you, I there was no fucking way I was gonna stay there. Like
No.
every day I will wake up and just say, "Oh, I hate my life. I hate my life. I fucking hate my life."
Yeah.
And but then I left my girl, and then I was gonna join the military, but the door was locked, and then I get then I look. Well, no, before Elon tweeted
Mm-hmm.
that, "Hey, we need help at Giga Nevada. Apply here," and I'm just like, "Yeah, fuck it, I'll just
No.
apply." I mean, well, what's
Worse.
I'll be a productionist. I'll load parts.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool. I mean, I get to say I work at Tesla, but I have nothing else going for me. But I don't hear anything back. Then I go try to apply for the military, and then they're locked, and I'm like, fuck. And then I get an email, "Hey, you have an interview." I'm like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay." And I do the interview, and I get the job, and then I just cut ties with everybody in Colorado. I tell them, "Hey, I'm living in my car, by the way. Now I'm leaving. Now, thanks for everything.
See ya.
Sayonara."
Yeah.
Then I get back to Oklahoma, and all my old friends, like we catch up. They take me out. I have like the best time of my life for that week because I know like it feels like I'm going somewhere.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna be a production associate, but it just feels like I'm doing something with my life.
Yeah.
Like I finally took the initiative to get something, because that's the first. Any other job I've ever had, I think I kind of was like, it was kind of given to me.
Yeah.
And even on the road trip to Nevada, it felt very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Just to drive to different states, like seeing the different, welcome to Arizona, welcome to Nevada.
Yeah.
It felt like I was going somewhere. Then I finally get there and I start working there, and I start meeting these new people with entirely different personalities that I've never met.
Yeah.
Like before, I've never interacted with someone who's so grouchy. I've never interacted with someone so funny. I've never interacted with someone so emotional. and and then just selfless people that would really like go out of their way to try to teach you
Mhm.
and bring you under their wing, and to offer you their home. And it was really cool. And then I realized that there's all these other positions that you could, learn how to do, and they'll just give you an opportunity. Maybe
Yeah.
you're not good at it at all, but they'll give you an
Give it a
opportunity.
chance.
Yeah, give it a chance. And getting like at first, I always thought of maintenance as being like, the fuck, I don't want to be a maintenance technician. Like, what the fuck, I'm gonna be up
Yeah.
here turning wrenches and shit. Like, that's what I was trying to avoid, is because my dad would always try to teach me how to work on cars and stuff like that. And
Same.
yeah. And I'm like,
Shitty.
I am just not interested.
Yeah.
I do not want to hold the light for you. Like, I'm sorry, I'm holding it the wrong way. Like, I don't know what it was just never really an interest for me. And when I heard about maintenance technician in Tesla, I was like, yeah, I do not want to do that.
Yeah.
Let's see what process technicians do. Let's see what quality technicians do. But then I kind of started seeing what they do as opposed to what a maintenance technician does. I was like, oh. What really sold me, though, was the robots.
Oh yeah.
Seeing those robots move was really an eye-opening moment for me. Especially knowing that people that don't know shit about anything
Mhm.
can grab the pendant and just start moving this big ass machine with a big ass part. It was eye opening for me. I was like, if I could get really good at this, then I could become an engineer and all that. So I sent a message to this maintenance supervisor on LinkedIn, not even on Teams.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know him. I just saw him as a recommendation on LinkedIn. It was the middle of the night, and I'm just like, hey, can I ask you an open-ended question? I was trying to be like professional or whatever. Sure enough, he replies. I know if someone sends me a message on LinkedIn, I'm not replying.
Yeah.
I barely reply to text messages. But this guy replied that night, and I started like sending this long ass message. It's like, how'd you get to where you are? I just want to know how to grow my career. Like, what should I do? Blah blah blah. And then he responded with a long message as well, with all this encouragement. And I got really excited. And I was like, hey, I see that you're on D shift. I see you're at work right now. Do you mind if I go shadow your team and see how what it's all about? He's like, yeah. So it's the middle of the night. I work the next day.
Yeah.
It's like 2 a.m. I have to wake up in 2-3 hours to go work at the warehouse or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go right now. And the factory's like 40-45 minutes away. So I'm like, fuck it, let's go. So I go inside, and I'm all excited but nervous at the same time, because I'm like, I'm such a weirdo. Like, fuck it. Yeah. But then I find him, and he's such a nice guy. And then he introduces me to his whole team, takes me to each part of the line, like tells me what that line does. And then he kind of tells everybody on his team, hey, this is Gerardo. He's really interested in what we do. If you guys don't mind, show him a thing or two here and there. And we're also like, you could tell that they're rough people, right? Like they're assholes, but even though they're assholes, they still,
that willingness.
They were willing to stand me for those couple hours. And ever since then, I was sold. After that, that's all I thought about. That's all. I looked up YouTube videos. I looked at different programs at Tesla. I looked at different classes at the colleges, but I couldn't learn anything. Like I couldn't grasp any of the concepts. I couldn't understand what the difference between a volt or an amp was, or like what a crown nut is with the lock nut.
Yeah.
Like these are all things like who learns this stuff? Like how do I get this into my head? I would have these interviews and I would like I would never get called back. I got rejected like 3 times. It wasn't until I got this scholarship at the local college, and we had this little project to make a robot. And I got another opportunity to do the maintenance interview, but I still didn't know shit.
Yeah.
But I took that little robot with me to the interview. And I was like, oh, yeah, this is the type of shit I'm working on. I programmed it. I couldn't really explain how I programmed it.
Yeah.
I just followed instructions, and they just asked me, like, oh, wow, this is really interesting. Can you make it do that? And I'm like, oh, yeah. And I made it do like a little flip and shit.
Was it like an NXT robot, or what kind of?
I don't remember what it was. It's actually still, I still have it. It's downstairs in that room. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I should frame that somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, honestly, it's the only reason I got the job, because I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
They didn't ask me any more questions. All they wanted to know was about the robot. And because of that robot, that's why they gave me the job. And I finally got in, and the first few months were nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Especially going to a fault without anyone with you. Like, I thought I was gonna fuck some shit up. I was like, oh, this equipment is so expensive. Oh my god, people are gonna realize that I'm so stupid. Oh my god. And I got really good. I got really fucking good. And but yeah, now I am where I am, and Tesla's been really nice, really nice.
Speaking on like not getting callbacks and stuff, because like when I initially applied, I actually, because when I initially applied, it was for the stamping department, and I got the interview and everything. Went through the first set of interviews, and I got rejected. And I actually interviewed with, I think it was 2 other departments after that, before the recruiter set me up to interview with in Body and White. And at that point, I think it was after that 3rd rejection, I was like, I'm fucked. I was like, I don't have a chance. I was like, I'm kind of like you were saying. I was like, I don't know anything about anything what they're doing. I was like, yeah, I could say I know how to work with tools, and like,
I didn't even know how to work with tools. My first day, this guy named Joe told me, like, hey, can you pass me the Allens? I was like, who's Allen?
Bro's cooked. No, that's crazy.
It was bad.
That's crazy.
It was really bad.
And but no, I was like, yeah. Honestly, for a little bit before I interviewed for Body and White, I was like, I'm not. I was like, I'm not getting the job. I was like, I think I'm done. I was like, honestly, I think I'm gonna just give up. I was like, I think I'm gonna just stop replying to the recruiter. But at the time, my girl at the time, she's like, no. She's like, you're stupid. She's like, just go with it. She's like, why are you feeling that way? She's like, just go for it. Right. I was like, I guess. Right.
I guess.
Yeah, I really, because I was like, come on. I was like,
just embarrassing myself.
I really felt like I was. These guys shot me down 3 departments have shot me down 3 times. I was like, clearly I'm not good enough, or I don't have enough skill set to, like, to do this. I was like, maybe I should jump ship. And then
before
honestly,
I get rejected again.
Yeah, straight up. And actually, for my interview, I actually interviewed with Gustavo and what the hell was that guy's name before he got fired or whatever?
Andres?
No. Alex.
Alex? Oh, Alex.
I interviewed with them too.
Yeah.
And honestly, I still don't know what was different about what I said in those interviews. Like, the only thing I can think of is, like, I was pretty blunt. Not blunt, I guess. It's just transparent as far as, like, when it, like, when they ask you, like, oh, do you have any questions for us? This, and that, right, in the interview. I mean, I straight up asked both of them. I was like, with everything that, like, we've talked about and everything, because, I mean, yeah, because they were asking me about, like, do you know what a 3-phase motor is? No. Do you know what this is? No. What do you know? I know how to turn a wrench. I was like, I've been a mechanic, kind of, for like the last few years. I was like, I know how to weld. Other than that, I don't know. And then when they asked me, like, if I had any questions, I was straight up. I was like, well, after everything that you've heard and everything we've talked about, I was like, be honest. I was like, do you see me? I was like, I don't remember exactly how I phrased the question, but I was like, do you see me as being able to be a part of your team? Straight up, I was like, do you see me to be able to be a part of your team? And I honestly, I think I did catch him off guard because, like, yeah, they Gustavo didn't say anything for like a few seconds. He was like, well, he's like, honestly, he's like, I think so. Yeah. He's like, yeah. He's like, I think.
So yeah, we have a few retards. We have a few.
Yeah.
I think he'll fit right in.
And like I said, I think like that's the only thing that I see that was different from the other interviews. I was just straight up. I was like, dude, yeah, basically like, do you see me fit, to take on this role? And I don't know. I mean, I think that maybe helped. Honestly, I don't know. Cause yeah, like I came in expecting something totally different from when I started.
Yeah.
Like when I first hit the floor, yeah, I was like just mind blown of what the hell was going on in there. Like I had no idea. Cause like I said, my buddy that works there, he works in stamping, so it's completely different. I feel like cause he was talking about you're working with conveyors all the time, and yeah, we work conveyors, but like they really don't have like robots and stuff down there. So I was like, when I got up there, I was like shocked.
Oh, by all the robots?
Yeah, and just everything that goes on. I was like, what the heck?
Oh, and that it's Cybertruck. I think Cybertruck was just the fact that you're going to Cybertruck was kind of exciting.
That too, yeah. I was like, being a part of something that big.
Yeah.
And
something so fucking
unique.
Weird and unique. Yeah.
Unique. I mean, just that entire environment was just completely different and something new. Yeah, kind of like how you said how you felt. Like I felt the same way. I was like, I am not fit for this. I was like, I think I've fucked myself. I was like, in the next few months, these guys are gonna be like, yeah, this guy's a bozo. Get him out of here.
Yeah.
I really thought I was cooked.
Yeah. Same. Yeah.
I was like, I'm not. I was like, maybe I set myself up because I'm very grateful for the people that were there. Me starting off because I had Matt trained me, Will Banks. Do you remember Oscar
Turtle?
Turtle?
Yeah. What? I always saw him as a Ninja Turtle. Oh, well, no. Are you talking about Oscar Guerrero?
No.
Oh, Oscar.
Granados?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always saw him as Raphael from the Ninja Turtles.
Which one?
The one with Raphael, with the red.
No. I'm talking about which Oscar did you see that way?
Oh, Granados.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Those guys trained me, and then, man, like I said, I mean, yeah, starting off, I mean, I respect the hell out of those guys, and I appreciate them a lot, because I feel like without the support that I had starting off, I don't think I would have had the same amount. Yeah. Shout out Will.
Yeah.
No.
I actually asked him to come teach me how to use all this shit.
Oh.
Yeah. Because he makes. Have you heard any of his?
Yeah. I've heard his music. Yeah. Yeah. He sent me some of his music.
Yeah. The one that really stuck with me. Have you ever heard of Gas Pedal?
Yeah. I think he said. Yeah.
Yeah. I had dreams about it.
Whoa.
I was gas pedal. It's just always been in my head. Need to get him in here.
Need to catch him on a good weekend though.
Yeah.
Great dad.
Oh yeah.
Amazing dad.
Yeah.
Dude, puts his daughter first every time. Love that for him. I really do. I respect him a lot.
Yeah.
I respect Will a lot for that. Because I mean, shit. Because unfortunately, I know some people that are not like that. Super shitty. Mm-hmm. And it's just.
Yeah, no, I don't think we know a lot of people at work that are like that though.
Thankfully,
because I haven't met people like that, but at work,
not at work, no.
Yeah, even the shittiest of the shittiest people that I know, they're great fathers. Yeah, and it's a beautiful thing. Especially, yeah. There's this one guy I know. He has a daughter, and like the same thing. It's like he's always helping her with her homework. He's always like worrying about her, like is she learning enough English? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like you could be the roughest of the roughest like guy, and then
always have a soft spot. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of got lost in the sauce.
Yeah. I mean, we hit a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then we didn't even talk about the movie.
Yeah. All right, dude. Let's talk about the movie.
That freaking movie was a trip. Like I said,
Are you talking about Lighthouse or the one that you recently watched in theater?
No, The Lighthouse.
The Lighthouse.
I'm saying that movie you
Okay.
really need to watch. What
Lighthouse with William Dafoe and the Twilight guy.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson. Come on.
Oh, Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson.
He deserves more respect now. Huh?
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
like, have you seen Mickey 17?
No.
Holy fuck. That's a great movie.
Okay, so Lighthouse and Mickey 17.
I think they're both on HBO Max. I believe so. Dude, Mickey 17?
Well, Mickey 17 is like that guy that like dies over and over and over again. And
yeah. Okay. No, but I mean, like when you actually watch the movie, dude, it's great.
Mm.
I think the character development in that movie is great. It's amazing. I love it. You know?
Mm-hmm. And way he starts kind of like a piece of shit, and then he ends up being.
And it's like, it's not even that he's like a piece of shit. It's a guy that it's like that idea of like having zero, like literally zero pathway to what you want to do with your life. And that it's literally a guy that just went with the flow, got fucked, and was just kind of making things work, like, dealing with the cards he was dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like the development from that, I think is great. You know, I don't want to spoil. I'm not gonna spoil that movie, Make It 17. It's a great watch, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Like when you have the chance, you should watch it.
Looks like, where is it at?
I think it is HBO Max.
Amazon Prime.
I think The Lighthouse I did have to rent. No.
It's 50% off. I just bought it.
The Lighthouse?
Mickey 17.
Great, dude. Great movie. But my favorite actor.
Oh, did you ever watch Sinners?
Yes.
Dude.
You know, it's a good twist on the whole vampires thing.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yeah.
And what's that? Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, he's good. The first time I ever saw him was in those that TV show about that high school football, Friday Night Lights.
I haven't seen it.
It's a great show. Like if you ever want to think of like small town America,
yeah,
like a football type of environment.
I live that.
Yeah, no, then Friday Night Lights is for you, dude. Okay. You'll feel it. Let me just make sure it's the actual name. Friday Night Lights. Yeah, it's a 5 season. Yeah.
Okay.
100%. I think actually you could see it on Amazon
for free. Free 99.
Yes, sir. Episode 3, watch now. Hopefully it's all seasons and not just season 5. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Amazon Prime. Well, I know what I'm gonna watch now with Carla. Show her some of the American side of growing up here.
Love that.
Yeah, we just got done watching The Terminal List. Have you ever seen that?
What's that on?
Oh, Amazon Prime.
Okay.
It's Chris Pratt. It's based on a movie by a book called The Terminal List by Jack Carr. Jack Carr is an ex-Navy SEAL turned author, and it's so good. So good. There's only 1 season of it, but it's like a big movie put into like long episodes.
Oh, okay.
So it's one of those where they put a lot of detail and a lot of time into each episode and into the whole storyline, into all the like. It's a great show. I highly recommend. 100%, like 100%. That'll be our deal. I'll watch Mickey 17 and Lighthouse. You have to watch Terminal List.
Let me write it down because I got poop brain. Hold on.
Same. That's why I had to type them over here. Yeah. But so the Terminal List came out about 3-4 years ago. And
the show or the book?
The show.
Okay.
The book came out like maybe 6 years ago. But then there's a new season, not of the Terminal List. It's a prequel of the Terminal List. So I actually recommend watching Dark Wolf first, which is the newest season that just came out.
Okay. It's
called Dark Wolf.
Yeah.
And then going into the Terminal List.
Okay.
That's how I made Carla watch it. And she's not super into like military type movies or like macho type whatever, but she was really into it.
Okay.
She's like super big on her sleep, and she was willing to lose it all to keep watching. Yeah. It's a great show. But but yeah, I'm gonna watch Friday Night Lights.
What would you say your favorite show is, if you have one
of all time?
Yeah,
Rick and Morty.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
it just makes me feel good every single time. Like if I'm ever in a lull or if I'm ever just I don't know what to do, I can't let like music isn't hitting good and there's no podcast that hit well. Like I can't think of a movie that I want to watch.
Yeah.
I know that if I watch an episode of Rick and Morty, I'm gonna feel good after.
Okay.
And enjoy my time. Yeah.
You know what? Fair enough.
Have you ever seen you watched Rick and Morty?
So I watched it when it first like came out. Well, a couple years ago. I think I watched like the first season or 2, and then after that, I stopped watching. Not because like I didn't like it or anything. I'm just like it's like if when it comes to shows, at least if I'm not like overly invested, like off rip, it's really hard for me to like continue to watch that, and I'm just really bad at like my attention span is just trash. Yeah. It's like I have to, like I said, I really have to be like hooked.
Yeah.
Like like my favorite show of like top. I've seen it 4 times all the way through our like in total. Breaking Bad.
But yeah, that's Carlos Trader's show.
Love that show.
Yeah. I always watch clips like on reels and stuff like that.
Have you've watched it all the way through?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I was about to say I was about to tweak. No,
you gotta watch it.
Gotta watch it. Just finished watching
to
it
become
again.
a citizen of the United States. You have to watch Breaking Bad.
100%. Have you seen Better Call Saul?
No.
What?
I know. Did you watch El Camino?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't watch any of that.
What, dude?
Yeah, no, it's just Breaking Bad and that's it.
Oh, dude, you gotta give Better Call Saul a chance, dude.
Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul, dude. I
love that actor.
Oh,
he's a great actor.
Oh, Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah,
great.
You watched Nobody?
I haven't seen it,
dude. It's worth it. It's worth
really?
it. I mean, it's John Wickish, but
really,
but it does it well. You know, like that whole genre, like John Wick, Nobody. They do it well.
I'm gonna be honest. I've never seen any of the John Wick movies.
You should.
You think so?
I think you should. Yeah.
Isn't there like 4 of them, right? There
is 4 of them, but every single one of them is good. So John Wick 1, I mean, just I would say just invest time in John Wick 1. And if you like John Wick 1, then you'll love the whole universe.
That's with Keanu Reeves, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Just remember, it only took a pencil.
It only took a pencil.
It only took a pencil.
Shit.
With a fucking pencil. Yeah. Just remember the pencil.
I'm at the lock in.
Once you get to the pencil, then you'll like...
I'll get it all.
Yeah.
Third eye open.
It only took a pencil, man.
Shit. Fuck.
Yeah. No, but that whole John Wick universe, it's creative. It's visceral. It's thrilling. It's
okay.
The fight scenes are really cool. John Wick actually made me like really want to do jujitsu.
Okay. Oh shit. I have to look into it. Like I said, dude, better call for me. Honestly, like I said, for seeing Breaking Bad 4 times entirely, Better Call Saul, I would say it's almost better.
Did you watch Breaking Bad 4 times? So the whole
season 1 to season 5
4 times.
Mm-hmm. Season 1 has 7 episodes. 2 to 4 have 13, and season 5 has 16.
Really into... No, you're
I am the one who knocks.
I went to a music festival called EDC. Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
the one in Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was great. I enjoyed every single time I went. It's terrible afterwards to try to get back into your car and all the traffic and like sitting out in the hot sun. Like,
wait, how many times have you been?
Like 3 times, I think.
Damn.
Yeah. Enjoyed every single one.
Okay.
You never met Angel, but he was anyway. Back to the there's this DJ duo called Above and Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
They do this thing where towards the end of their set, there's this button. They just get a random person, and they take them up to the stage, and then they hit this button, and then the beat drops. At some point, they got I know his name, the guy who played Heisenberg.
You want the actor's name?
Yeah,
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, him. He went up there, and he like just surprise.
Yeah,
like just who would have thought Bryan Cranston would be there?
Right.
Yeah, he goes up there and he yells into the microphone, "Say my name."
You know my name. Say it. Heisenberg? You're goddamn right. Fucking dude, I love it. Dude, so many. Yeah, science. Just fucking love that show, dude. Poor Jesse.
The character development was pretty cool.
It's great.
From a science teacher.
Fuck
Science
Kingpin.
teacher. Dude, teachers, this might be a hot take, but there's a lot of teachers that suck out there.
I believe it.
Yeah. A lot of elementary school teachers, high school teachers, like there's a lot that suck.
I believe it.
Yeah. There's some that are good. I had good teachers.
Yeah, I mean.
But I could count them in one hand how many good teachers I had. And nowadays, I don't know. I dated a teacher one time.
Yeah.
She was a nightmare, dude.
Holy fuck.
She was a nightmare.
But like, why? I guess why? Like, what made her so? Yeah, what made her a nightmare? Was it like, or I guess you like general like personality, like like her character,
like super. I mean, she would just get on to me a lot for like not knowing things,
like nitpicky.
Yeah, nitpicky, like,
or
not knowing African American culture or stuff like that. Like, you really need to understand your Afro. She didn't say African American, Afro American. I don't know. She just really bothered me for it.
Not, I guess not uptight, but
overbearing.
Like, no, I'm trying to think of the freaking word. Fuck. Shit. I hate when that happens. There's a word for that. Pretentious.
Yes.
Very pretentious.
Very pretentious.
Hate that.
Very pretentious.
Hate that.
Yeah.
Was she like middle school, high school, or like
elementary school?
Elementary school.
Yeah. Like what makes a good elementary school teacher?
Patience, I would say.
Yeah, patience. This is just my perspective. Obviously, I dated her for 5 days.
Holy shit!
So I don't know. It's just the first girl that I've ever.
I mean, hey, first impression is everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It was during my fuckboy days where I was just going. I just wanted to fuck. You know,
it'd be like that. Hey, I think every guy, even if you say you didn't, every guy has it. I knew a virgin slut. A virgin
slut?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Just give head or what?
He wouldn't give head. He would like get head and like make out with bitches and text.
You're talking about a dude.
Straight up, yeah. Like the guy, like he's still a friend of mine. He would like text girls all the time, and yeah, he would like, when I say virgin, right? He just never had like actual sex, right? Yeah. But he would do stuff. Yeah. He never did anything.
Yeah.
Virgin slut.
Yeah. That's interesting. That's actually interesting.
Yeah. But like, yeah, he would never let it get past that because he was like, no, like he stuck to his word. He's like, I'm not gonna do it till I get married. And hey, he stuck to it. Now he's married and he's having a kid.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. I don't think enough people respect that.
I respect that. Like, hey, you know what? You got the mental fortitude to not be like, you know what? Fuck it, get over here.
Yeah. I just wanted to get it out of the way.
Exactly.
I was just like, I don't know.
I was a dog, dude. I was bad. I was bad. Like, if you were to ask me like 2-3 years ago, like if I thought it was bad for how I was, I'd be like, it wasn't that bad. But it was bad, dude. It was concerning.
Why is it concerning?
Just because, like,
you had no standards or what?
Straight up 0.
Oh, okay.
Damn near 0.
Yeah.
Dude, I was on, it's going to sound fucked up. But I was getting with girls that were like on the threshold of meatball.
So, tortas.
Straight up. I was a torta pounder like through and through.
Wow.
But like, not only tortas, but like, I was.
You just weren't picky, man.
No.
Everyone deserves love.
Still not picky, but I guess now more self-control.
Self-control.
There you go. More respect. More respect for myself, and more respect for them. Because like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't like. Maybe it's like, is it really worth it? Like the 20 minutes of like fun, just to be like, dude, I was a piece of shit. Like I wasn't just being like, yeah, I want to. No, dude, I would sweet talk them, sweet nothings. I would tell them I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I'd be like, yeah, we can work on something. We can do this, we can do that.
Yeah.
Soon as I got what I wanted, ghosted.
That's what got me in trouble with that teacher. Is that I was just so upfront with her. Like,
yeah,
listen, it's been nice, but I'm just trying to fuck.
Shit.
Let's do this or what?
Yeah.
No, and then she kicked me out.
Hey, you told me about this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah. Then she kicked me out. And then I was like, fuck. I really want it. Fuck. So I went back. I was like, hey, I'm sorry, like I just
Didn't
went through
mean
some
it.
shit, like I just don't want to get involved with stuff. I don't know if
Yeah.
I want to get involved, but obviously you're a really great gown. Like, let's try it. If you want to try it, I'll try it. I'll try it.
Open arms, and then
Yeah. One thing I was, looking back, I changed my opinion on this, but I was jealous of like guys like you that would be attracted to tortas. Like my problem is
Really?
I couldn't get, like, even if I had the opportunity, I don't think I could.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess like picky in a sense.
Oh, I was extremely picky, very picky, very picky. Like, there's only one girl that I think I genuinely regret.
Really?
Yeah. There's just one girl
Oh,
that
man.
and it wasn't because she was a torta. It was the smell. Like the smell. I
Oh,
remember the smell.
I've been there.
And I couldn't step in that room anymore.
Wow.
Like the smell. Yeah. That was the only reason.
May we ask the ethnicity?
She was Dominican. Dominican black.
Afro-Latinos.
Afro-Latinos.
You know, I'm not even gonna say. Never mind. Let me shut up. Let me shush. Can't be saying that,
It's
man.
fine, man. This is 2025. Donald Trump is the president, man. We can.
Dude, it's no excuse to be racist.
What is racist?
I guess the exclusion and discrimination of a certain group of like ethnicity. That's how I put that.
The way you even said it. Oh my god.
That's how I would put that. Shit, man. That's what that means, man. Shit.
The way I said, like, that, I thought racist was harboring hate for a certain group based on their skin color.
That's fair. I think that's.
I think that's what that was.
I think that's a better definition than what I said, honestly.
Because discriminating against someone, or maybe that's borderline racist, but I don't know. I feel like it doesn't get to racism until you harbor hate.
That's true. It's like hate for no reason.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you're right. That's true. Have you ever had an experience of like a racist, like someone being racist towards you?
Like being hateful towards me because of my being Mexican? No.
No?
I mean, the people, like, all in good fun, but never hateful.
Oh, yeah.
Never hateful.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's ever
like been genuinely racist.
Well, just genuinely hateful towards me. Ever.
Shit. I have.
Have you?
I've never had a racist experience. Like, I mean, elephant. No. It's like honestly, like I would say half of the people that I've met, they say that I'm racially ambiguous because they think I'm white until they hear my name and they're like, oh, not white.
You look Mexican as fuck, dude.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You're the first person that's like, not the first, but like very few people have told me that like I just genuinely look Mexican.
Yeah, 100% Mexican.
You know, I have a little Filipino in me.
You got the little, Filipino Mexican, same thing.
Whoa, that's
honestly,
racist.
I mean, it's the same thing.
No joke.
Dude, Filipinos might be the funniest people I've ever met in my life.
You're not lying.
Yeah, they are like, there's a lot in Nevada, and it was the funnest time at work.
Oh yeah,
and with those guys that they would just talk shit, and the shit they would talk would be just so creative and so personal,
off the wall.
and off the wall. Yeah, that it was just so funny. They would all have Mexican last names.
Yeah,
Rodriguez, Ramos, Gonzalez. It'd be so weird, but they're Filipino. I never understood it. They tried to explain it to me, saying that, Spain kind of conquered that area,
colonized.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah. So you are Filipino?
Like a hair. My mom's dad was Filipino. Yeah.
Oh, how did that happen?
No idea. I've never really asked. I don't know. I never really. That's something I'll ask, because my mom's birthday is actually, what's today? The 10th? Is it still the 10th? Well, her birthday's on the 13th. I'll have to ask her, because I plan on going to Houston. Was that Monday? I think it's Monday. And I have the day off, so yeah. plan on going down there.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask about that.
Yeah.
But she,
I feel like we're not really especially our generation, we're not really into or had any incentive to know where we came from.
like our
Ancestry.
yeah, there you go. I was gonna say background, but no, that isn't.
Because there are families that are really proud of their family name, and
I
like their
feel like
legacy.
that's
And
honestly, I've seen a lot of that. I see a lot of that in like white people. Like they're like, yeah, I'm Irish, but like I'm Irish, and it's like, okay,
are you talking about Irish like like their heritage being from Ireland, or are you talking about their because I'm talking about their family name.
mm-hmm. Oh, you're okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just speaking like people that like talk about like I guess where their family's from or like they're like I don't know, I guess is that ethnic background?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
kind of thing, you know.
Yeah. No, I'm referring more so of families that the whole like they run like their own little organization, like that starting from like their great grandfather or whatever. Their great
Okay,
grandfather worked really hard to
yeah,
make sure that they had generational wealth.
mhm,
Your great grandfather also made sure to maintain that wealth.
yeah,
That way, the next generation would be able to expand on that, and then that generation would expand on that.
yep,
Like those types of families.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't. I feel like those are the types of families that are kind of running the world right now.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, I don't know if I've ever met somebody
No,
like that.
no,
No.
because family isn't valued as it used to.
Unfortunately not. No. Like I think I mean it doesn't even come close. It was this girl in high school. Like her dad was like I mean, for a small town living, stupid rich. Bro owned like 50 acres of land out there. Huge fucking house and somehow I managed to cuz like this is off topic. I had two separate friend groups in high school. I had like I guess you could say like the good kids, like all like this friend group was like mainly white people. In this friend group, I guess you could say were like the smart kids. And then I had my hood rat friends.
Hood rat.
St- Dude, we were doing hood rat shit. We were uh,
Want another
doing
beer?
yeah, doing stupid shit just to be stupid.
Yeah.
And I had no reason to be stupid. Like I would say I didn't start acting up until I think like sophomore or junior year of high school, and I was just being stupid just to be stupid. I had no reason to be acting a fool, and I was. Like, I'm about to confess to crimes, you know. Like we were out there in this, in. So what we did one time, me and my hood rat friends, because we knew we could technically take a day off of school with it being excused, because our school allowed us to do, I think it was 3 days of college tours, and as long as you brought, like a note or whatever from that college saying that you were there touring the school,
Mm-hmm.
you could bring it to school, and they would excuse that day that you missed.
The day or the 3 days?
The one day. So you could do 3 say you could do 3 consecutive days.
Oh, for the school year.
Yeah,
Ah.
for the school year. Yeah. So what we did, me and my hood rat friends, we went to go tour U of H, and we did, just so we can get the note.
Yeah, Houston? University of
Yeah,
Houston?
University of Houston. And, we went to the school, but I mean, throughout the whole tour, we were fucking off, being stupid. We weren't listening to the tour guide. We're being dicks. And at the end, we got our paper, and it was when we were leaving the campus parking lot. It was like the student parking lot for the campus, because that's where they had the guest parking. We were leaving, and then we saw this nice little Chevy with Texas edition rims.
You said Texas edition?
So Chevy Silverados.
Yeah.
Texas edition.
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't remember exactly what year span it was or what generation of the Silverado was, but that the specific generation of Texas edition Silverados came with different style rims than the rest of the Silverados. So these rims, getting sold like, I guess, what's that crap called when not retail, but resale, where like as a resale price, kind of expensive, you know? And these hood rat friends, they're all Mexican, into trucks, that stuff.
Tacuaches?
Yeah, they were tacuaches. Yeah. There you go. They were tacuaches. And yeah, we saw this little Chevy with Texas Edition rims, and we stole them in that student parking lot.
How?
Oh,
You have tools and shit with you?
yeah, my friend always, they always had a jack and impact on them.
Real tacuaches.
Straight up, dog.
Hell yeah,
Like,
man.
done. One time, so because we in it's called Highway 90, in that goes through Dayton. So because the little town we lived in was called Dayton, and there's this long stretch of Highway 90 that would cut through town, and we were always racing on that strip, and I don't even know why I brought that up. Anyways, because I was gonna say we were racing on that highway, and then we spent the rest of the night just cruising around Houston, just being stupid. And we would always cruise through Pasadena, Deer Park, or Cloverleaf. Cloverleaf is super ghetto. Keep in mind, right? Like stupid ghetto. And it's those kind of apartments where it has like the gates, but the gate's always open, and the apartments look super run down. We would always cruise around these areas, and we would just look for these Texas Edition rims, just to pop off trucks.
Like a little scavenger hunt.
And me, I was just there I was just there
The thrill.
because I was friends with his name was Jose, and he was cool. Just like you take him away from this other group of guys. He's a chill guy, you know. He's silly, stupid guy, but he, like, on his own, he wasn't inherently bad.
Mm-hmm.
But like as soon as it's because he was super easily influenced, like the kind of guy, like it takes a hair to convince him. So anytime he was around these other guys, these guys, they were bad news. So anytime we were around them, because he was the one with the truck, we were always doing something stupid. We're always doing something we weren't supposed to. Yeah. Good time.
Were you easily influenced?
I tried not to be, because at the time I was definitely a lot more reserved, and I was always on edge with the idea that like my parents would find out. Like, my parents weren't strict, but like,
You respected them.
yeah, like I knew better,
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I was there, but I wasn't like actively involved, Guilty. What's this?
By association.
Guilty by association.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. But good time still.
I would say I was the same way. I just generally avoided it though. Like if it ever got real in a sense, no, I mean generally I don't think I ever did anything fucked up. No, I don't think I ever did anything. The most I ever did was in baseball. Well, in high school.
Yeah.
In high school, after sixth hour, our seventh hour would be considered athletics. So after sixth hour, we, instead of going to whatever seventh hour class most people would go to, we would go to the baseball field.
Mm-hmm.
So we would either ride on the bus to the baseball field, or we would ride with sophomores, juniors, whoever had a truck. Mm-hmm. We would ride with them. Initially, I would ride the school bus because I didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
And then, but then I got cool with the guys, and they would say like, "Why do you run the school bus? Just come with me." So I would start riding with them, and then these other guys, we would always stop at this convenience store on the way to the baseball field, and at that convenience store, we would always stop there, and I would always get something to get some seeds, energy drink, or Gatorade or whatever. But after doing it so long, one of my buddies, he was like, "Why do you buy your stuff?" It's like, "What?" So what do you mean? It's like, "Yeah, why do you buy it? Like, you buy all of it?" It's like,
"Yeah."
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, "Dude, you just
take it.
Just grab it and then just pay for one thing." I don't know, man. It's easy. I'll do it for you. What do you want? I was like, "Hey. Fucking Starburst." So then he would get me Starburst, and then next time he's like, "You want a Gatorade?" I was like, "Yeah." Then he gave me a Gatorade. And then just every day it would just be like, "What do you want? I got it." Like like I don't know why he would do it for me, but
Yeah.
I think he liked like he just liked the
Kleptomaniac.
thrill
That's what
of
it's
it.
called, right?
I don't know what it was, but I just enjoy the free shit. I didn't actually do the bad thing,
Yeah.
but I was benefiting from it. Eventually, they get the wiser and they tell the school like, hey, your students are stealing from our convenience store, and they've been stealing since however long, bless you.
Thank you.
So then we get brought into the principal's office one by one,
Shit.
and the
Yeah, kleptomania.
kleptomaniac. The principal was like, listen, we got you on tape.
Ooh.
You just, this is just your opportunity to be honest with us.
Yeah.
What happened? And I don't know what you're talking about. Gerardo, we have you on tape.
I mean, they were bullshitting you, right? Because you said you were never
I
doing
didn't
it.
do anything. Yeah. They're like, and then after I said that, they're like, okay, did you see anybody do anything? I don't know what you're talking about. And then the guy was like, I see what it is. You know, they're your buddies. You don't want to throw them under the bus.
Yeah.
Like, I understand. And that's cool. But you do understand that that's bad. And, it's just, you really did hurt these people because they're trying to make a living, and you stealing from them really, really affected them. You understand this, right? And then he gave up on trying to get me to rat him out, and he was just like, "That's fine. You don't have to rat him out. Just understand that that was bad, and if you ever see him do it again, like, at least try to talk to him." So he was cool in a sense, but it did get that.
You.
Yeah. But that was the extent of my criminal history. At least that was the extent of what I can remember.
Mm-hmm. I was acting a fool back then. I was acting a fool back then. I was a freaking bozo.
Yeah.
For no reason. Well, it all started. No, really. Honestly, and I don't even say it as a bad way. I think not the only, the biggest reason why I started to feel like, I guess, acting out more was because my friend Ramiro. I didn't meet him until sophomore year of high school, because he started becoming friends with that better friend group, like the smart kids or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I got to know him. And he's actually the reason I started vaping. We were 16 and he had a vape, and I was like, "What? What is that?" And it was like those like little mod ones, with a push button, and you put juice in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Yeah," I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "This is crazy. How do I get my hands on one of those?" And then, found out, I was like, "Oh, at the time you had to be 18 to buy anything like that." And I was like, "Shit." I was like, "Well, I'm looking into it more, you know." And then he's also telling me, he's like, nah. He's like, "It's just like you can get one with zero nick too." I was like, it's just like water vapor." I was like, "Oh, really? That's all it is?"
That's how they fucked up a generation, I guess.
Straight up.
The selling of it's just water vapor, man.
It's water vapor,
There's
dog.
no chemicals in here. It's not like smoking,
Exactly.
Like cigarettes are bad.
Cigarettes are disgusting.
This
Vaping
is just
way better.
water vapor, man.
Straight up. And with that lie of it being water vapor, I think it was like 2 weeks of buildup of me building the courage. Because at the time my dad was still out of town, and then when he finally got into town, I was like, "Hey, Dad." He was like, I was like, "Hey," I was like, "My friend kind of does this thing, and I was wondering if I can get one too." He's like, "Well," "Sure." He's like, "Well, what are you talking about?" "Well, it's called a vape." I was like, "But it's like a, I was like, "It's like smoking, but it's not smoking." I was like, it's just water vapor." And I was showing him online. And I was like, he's like, "Huh." And I mean, my parents they're full blown Mexican. They were none the wiser. And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "It's just like water vapor." I was like, you just buy it online, and and I was like, I'll get the stuff that goes in it, and it's fine." He's like, he's like, Okay. And my parents bought me my first vape.
Hell yeah.
It was, I mean, at the time I was like, can't believe I did that. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And
Well,
then,
I mean, in a sense, they probably liked that you asked them.
yeah. You're probably right. No, yeah, you are right, because my parents were always like that. They're like, if you're gonna do something, just let us know. Because that actually reminds me, because same friend Ramiro, we got into our first club at 16. Don't know how. Like, if I showed you a picture of what I look like at 16, you'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I think we went into a strip club at 16.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
And then, since my dad, at the time, my dad was always traveling for work, and like every other weekend, my mom was out of town too. So it would just be us at the house during the weekends sometimes. And my friend Ramiro, he liked drinking. Well, he started to like drinking because he started to get into it at the time. And he started to realize that my parents weren't home all the time. He's like, hey, why don't we drink at your place? Sure. I have had like a beer like once maybe. I was like, but we can start trying it. Sure. And so what we started doing is started drinking at my place, but we wouldn't drink beer. So there was this gas station in town, and it was like in the outskirts, on the outskirts of town. And I still remember the owner. He would always work it at night. His name was Derek, Indian guy named Derek. Freaking man, Derek. Haven't been to town in a while, but
That's like a Bollywood type of guy.
fucking Derek, dude, if you're still out there, love you, respect. Selling to underage kids. He would never ID us, but I'm sure he knew, right?
Mm-hmm.
He would just be like, you over 21? Yeah. Okay, buddy. And he would sell us beer.
Yeah.
And he would sell us beer, and so we would drink at my house, and then we also knew, I think it was like a friend of a friend, his older brother, would buy us bottles. So we would give this friend money. I think we would all pitch in like 20. And it was a group of like 6 of us. So it was $100 to get liquor. And then we would drink it at my place, or my parents' house. And we would kill the bottle by the end of the weekend. And then I would just hide the bottle in a backpack in my closet. And I'm talking, I probably have like two bags full of empty liquor bottles at this point, in the span of like 2 years. Because I remember it was senior year at this point. Because I was in band. We had just finished going through I had just finished a band, and
Band class?
yeah, band class. And my mom texts me with the picture. She sends me a picture of the bag. One of the bags opened up full of liquor bottles, and she was like, "You have a lot of explaining to do." She's like, "When you get home," she's like, "your dad's gonna talk to you." And I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna get beat up." Because yeah, my parents were the type to spank, even still then, even at that age. I was like, fuck. I was like, I'm fucked. I was like, I'm cooked.
At what age?
I was 17. I was like, I'm fucked.
Mm-hmm.
And so the rest of that day, I'm like freaking out. I'm stressed. I'm like, my day is ruined. Ride the bus home, get home. I'm like sweating bullets. I'm like, all right, this is it. Game over. I mean, not actually, but like dramatic. I was like, I'm getting beat the fuck up, and this is it. No, I'm sitting in my room. My dad comes in there. He's like, so, he's like, you want to explain yourself? I was like, I'm sitting there. I'm crying, dude. I'm like bawling my eyes out. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't. I'm like, I don't know what to say. I'm just like, it was a mistake. Even though it's a bag full of empty liquor bottles, right? Talking about it is a mistake. He's like, hey, he's like, slow down. He's like, look. He's like, I get it. He's like, I was your age once. He's like,
in English?
No, he's telling me in Spanish.
Oh.
He's telling me in Spanish. No, my parents' English is super broke. But yeah, they're telling me in Spanish. Yeah, my dad's like, he's like, I get it. He's like, I was your age once. He's like, I was 13, 14, 15. He's like, I did that. He's like, if you want to drink, just tell me. He's like, if you're gonna drink, tell me. If you're gonna go out and drink, he was like, I'd rather you be honest with me and tell me that you're gonna go do something stupid. So at the very least, I'm aware. So I know that, like, hey, you know what? Like, if he needs help or something, if you're in a pickle, you can call me. They're trying to hide shit from me, and then things get worse when you're in a bind. He's like, there's no reason to hide it. He's like, the only thing I don't want you doing is smoking. I was like, okay. I don't know.
Cigarettes or weed?
Weed. No, they were super against weed.
Yeah.
Like, that was, like, the one thing that was, like, hell on earth. They were, like, the worst of the worst.
My parents too. I think most Mexicans.
Right?
Yeah. But like legit, like they fucking...
They, like, hate it with their passion. They hate it with the soul. Yeah.
100%. Yeah. I was never really interested in weed, like ever. I knew my parents hated it, but I always thought, no, you know, like weed is just for like low level people, like that fucking don't know what they're doing with their lives. But then after that whole revolution and getting into Tesla, and then I felt like pretty good about myself, and I went to go eat with my friend. His name is Angel. Shout out Angel. We went to go eat. We had a good time, and it, I don't know. It was just it was like a Sunday. We had the whole day. It was like what should we do? You know, like you're living a good life. I'm living a good life. You know. We ate, and then afterwards we were like, let's go hang out, but let's get some cigars. Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
This is what adults do, right?
Yeah.
Let's get some cigars. And there was this like cigar place right next to that restaurant. So we go there, and I look at all these cigars, and they're so fucking expensive. I was thinking maybe I could find a cigar for maybe it was like $10, $30 at the most. And they did have like $30, but then I saw all these other cigars that were like $500, $1,000. And I'm like, oh, damn, Lord. That's like $500, $1,000.
Quality.
Am I like, what quality am I getting for fucking $30? Fuck. So like right as I was looking at the price, I was thinking, I mean, for this price, I might as well like pay for weed.
Yeah.
You know? And in Nevada, weed is legal.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I look at Angel, I'm like, hey, let's try weed, you know? Shit. Like we're adults.
Off rip.
We're you know, like let's have a little and watch a movie or something. So we go to a dispensary, and we're over here, we're like, we don't know what the fuck we're doing. Is this guard outside? We feel like we're doing something wrong. We're like, can we go inside? And he's, oh yeah. He was so nice.
Yeah.
And then we go up to the guy. We're, hey, we don't know what we're doing. What should we get? We've never tried this before. And then the dude's like a Somali, just fucking like explaining everything to us. Like, here, man, like, so like this right here, this is what this is gonna make you feel like. And I actually don't recommend this one because this is really high THC. And so actually I recommend this one. This one's really low. And if you don't finish the whole thing, just take one or two, wait 10, 15, 20 minutes. And if you're feeling good, stay there.
Yeah.
Not until next time. I was like, okay, all right, cool. So we got this thing called like cherry bomb or something. It was like a pre-roll. So we get the pre-roll. Yeah. We only got the weed. We didn't have a lighter. So we stopped by a gas station, get a lighter. And then we went to the movie theater. And in the parking lot, we decided to light up. And as we're lighting up, we're both looking at each other like, oh, fuck. Like, what do we do? I take my first puff. I choke. I'm like,
it's the worst.
And he does the same thing. And then I try again. I'm like, he just said two. So we like put it out. Then we just kind of sit there, and we're like, then we just look at each other, and we start laughing, just like laughing for no fucking reason. We're just laughing. Oh, why are we laughing? Then let's go watch the movie. And then we go watch the movie, and the entire time we're just laughing.
You remember what movie you watched?
No. I just remember it was a great fucking time. It was a great time. And then after the movie, it kind of came down. We went to his house, and we were planning on going to EDC that year. So we start playing some like artists that we think we're going to see at EDC. And we decided to light up again. Dude, that fucking... I can remember. I have a video somewhere of him just like in like a desk heat like this, just going
the vibes.
And that day I realized I was lied to. Yeah, I was like, oh man, everybody said this is terrible for you. And I mean, I mean, anything in excess is bad, right?
Yeah,
like 100%. But once in a while, like what's the difference between getting drunk once in a while and getting high once in a while?
True. Yeah.
Like the alcohol is literally fucking your liver up. Getting high once in a while, I don't know, maybe the next day you're feeling a little slow.
Yeah.
You know? But ever since then, I've just been a huge advocate for weed. But the reason I bring that up is that I've been smoking for like 3-4 years, and I come back home, and we're gonna go to Texas Roadhouse with my family, and I'm waiting outside in the car, and I got this vape pen with THC, and I take a hit, and as I'm exhaling, my dad comes out.
He smells it.
No, he doesn't smell it. He just sees me exhaling smoke. And
Oh, God.
like, no estoy de acuerdo. No estoy de acuerdo. El ejemplo que le andas enseñando a tu hermano. But the thing is, at that point, like, I don't know. I feel like once you get to a certain, not just age, but
maybe like mentality.
Mentality, and you know that you're financially stable. You know that you're not struggling. You know that you have a good foundation. You know, like you're successful in a way.
Yeah.
You feel this. You don't feel like. Well, at least I didn't feel like when my dad was scolding me at the moment. I didn't feel like I was in trouble. I
guess like guilty.
No, I didn't feel guilty at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know as a kid I would have definitely felt guilty. But then I didn't feel guilty at all. It was the very opposite. I felt invigorated. I felt like I had a position, and I had knowledge, and I had experience to be able to try to explain to him why he's wrong.
Yeah.
And throughout the ride from the house to Texas Roadhouse was like 35-40 minutes or whatever. That entire ride, we were just going back and forth, debating the weed issue. And my mom started to get into it too, like, no, that's bad, whatever. And I was just calm, and I was just like, well, I mean, like, why do you think it's bad?
Yeah.
Oh, it fucks you up. Like, why do you think that? How many people do you know that smoke weed that has fucked their life? Oh, yeah, this guy. Well, that guy's addicted to heroin. That guy's addicted to cocaine. That guy like sells fentanyl. Like, I actually don't think he even does weed.
Yeah.
So that's a bad example. And he's like, oh no, it's so bad. I was, all right, so this cousin, this cousin, this cousin, that cousin, this cousin, this cousin, this cousin, this cousin, this cousin, this cousin. They're all known to be drunk all the time.
Yeah.
That cousin, this cousin, this cousin, this cousin. They all have DOIs. It's all alcohol.
Yeah.
But we celebrate that. But yeah, it was cool. And then to your point, your dad caught you with alcohol, with all those empty bottles inside your bag. This actually happened recently. This happened last year, where I went to go visit them, and it was like 11 o'clock. I thought they were definitely asleep at that point. So I went outside, and I had a joint in my car. So I was outside smoking. Yeah. All of a sudden, my dad comes outside, and I'm like, oh, shit. Put it out real quick.
Yeah.
Fucking drop in my car. And then he gets closer, and he's like, what's that smell? Straight out. I'm just like, I don't know what he's talking about. Let's go inside. So I went inside, and I went into the room, and I just went to sleep. I felt really shitty. Yeah. The next morning, I felt really shitty when I went to so I set an alarm to make sure that I wake up before he leaves to work. And I woke up, and right before he left to work, I was like, hey, Dad, hold on. I listen, I just want to apologize to you because I straight up lied to you to your face, and I don't think that's right, and that's my fault. Last night I was smoking weed outside, and I lied to you, and I'm really sorry about that. I'm sorry about lying to you. I'm not sorry about smoking weed. Yeah. But I am very sincerely sorry about lying to you. Yeah. And he's like, eso es malo. I was like, yeah. I'm sorry about lying to you. And we're back.
Let's go.
Yeah, so we were just talking about how much we hate hearing each other's voices in a recording. But the thing is, I feel like most people feel that way.
Yeah, I believe that. I don't know. I know met some people that love to hear themselves yap.
Yeah, but to hear their recording?
It's probably the same one.
Who is the most overtly narcissistic person you know?
Overtly narcissistic person?
Yeah.
This one guy that was at my unit in the Marines. Surprisingly,
you kind of have to be. Like, what is it bad to be narcissistic if you could back it up?
I feel like yes, because like And I think we've had like a kind of similar conversation like in the past where it doesn't matter if you're the freaking belle of the ball at what you do. If you're a fucking dickhead and people can't get along with you, I feel like you're gonna have a lot harder of a time to get, I guess, to progress.
No. I mean, people can get along with you, but you're just very full of yourself. But you're funny and you're a hard worker. And you'll help whoever needs help. But you are just very overtly narcissistic.
I've met someone like that because I feel like once you reach like a certain level of like, I guess that kind of like narcissism, you're hard to get along with because like if you're so overt about it, like just I don't want to be around this guy because all he does is talk about himself.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of this guy named Andrew Tate?
Yeah. What's shit? What's that shit he says or God damn it. Or it's like this, I can't think of it. Fuck it. It's that thing he like, not, I think he calls himself or calls his like the people that like.
Hey, can you
escape the Matrix, brothers? Top G doesn't wait for permission.
Top G.
Seize your empire. Hustle harder than gravity. Real men build legacies, not excuses. Stay sharp, stay dangerous.
That's a Top G. That's what I was thinking.
Top G.
Top G.
Top G.
That crap.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
That's just funny.
Yeah.
I never really like paid attention to the guy. Like I know who he is and
Yeah.
I guess the general idea of like, what he was and what he like represented, talked about like that reinforcing kind of like toxic masculinity kind of thing. Like as far as that, never like listened to like his podcast or whatever the hell he fucking talked about.
Initially, when you first hear about him or just see his tweets or see a little clip of him or anything like that, it's just a very repulsive type of personality that you don't want to associate yourself with. But if you ever fall into it, you start listening to him and a lot of the shit that he says just makes sense. And when he's talking, he says a lot of funny shit.
Yeah.
Like Tom Segura is a comedian, a pretty big comedian. He does this podcast named Your Mom's House with his wife. Then they had Andrew Tate on.
Okay.
And they had like a 3-hour podcast and it was just the funniest shit ever. Like it was all fun and games and shit like that. And then he did this interview with Bonnie Blue. You know who Bonnie Blue is?
I think it sounds very familiar.
Yeah, you know.
Wait, is she the one that got freaking trained on by like
she's one of the two.
100 plus guys.
There's like two of them that are like known for that shit.
Dude, where was I at? No, I'm lying.
Maybe Daniel from 5 years ago would have a different. Damn. Can you imagine being number one, like 1,000?
It was 1,000.
It was 1,000.
No way. 1,000. Off in one rip.
Yeah, one night. Yeah, back to back. How does that happen?
I don't even know. I'm 1,000.
Yeah,
that's unreal.
Yeah.
To take 1,000 wieners in one go.
Yeah.
Obviously not at once, but
let's see.
What?
No definitive record exists for the highest number of sexual partners for a woman, but some claims float around, like one OnlyFans creator named Bonnie Blue saying she slept with over 1,000 guys in 12 hours. That's dubious at best. Probably just hype.
He said dubious at best.
Dubious at best.
Come on.
Yeah, but he did a podcast with her, and that podcast was gold. It was just so like entertaining.
Wow.
It was a great podcast. You should definitely like next time you're just like working on something, throw that podcast on. Andrew Tate and Bonnie Blue.
Like unironically, like the logistics of that. How the fuck do you set something like that up?
I don't know.
It's like,
how do you get 1,000 guys to agree to that?
And
I guess maybe you pay them. How much do you pay them? How much would you be willing to get paid to stick your wiener into a girl that has had at least 200 other wieners inside her in the last like 3 hours?
How much would I have to get paid?
Yeah.
$100. No, I'm lying. No, honestly, I don't think I could. No amount of money. No amount of money could convince me to be like, yeah, I'm getting sloppy 200s, sir. I guess. No.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I would assume most guys already have a problem with being like second or third.
Exactly.
In just like a general lifespan of a girl's relationship.
Yeah. Like guys, like I've met dudes that like get weirded out knowing that even thinking about like, I guess whoever they're with was with someone else.
Yeah.
Let alone, sleeping with the chick or getting in bed with the chick that has had freaking miles long worth of wiener in here already. Crazy.
Miles long.
Crazy work. Crazy work. Imagine that line. Imagine sitting there waiting in between freaking guy ahead of you and the guy behind you. Awkward as hell. Be like, yeah, this chump change. This guy just lasted 2 minutes. I'm up for 10.
I don't know. I doubt they actually let them last. To get to 1,000, I assume logistically, I think you just have to go in, stick it in, come out.
Get a few pumps in and then
no, not even a few pumps, just one out.
What was it? Grok said over 1,000 in the span of 12 hours?
In the span of 12 hours, yeah.
What's the math on that? I'm about to do it right now. That was it. 1,000 divided by 12?
Uh-huh.
At least. We're going at least because he said over. 1,000 divided by 12. 83. I don't know what.
83 per hour.
83 per hour.
That would mean she would have to do more than one per minute.
Yeah.
So she only has enough time to have a guy go in, out, next guy. Because the guys have to come in hard already.
Yeah. Blue Chew. Viagra.
Got that
Cialis.
Blue Chew.
Hims.
Him.
I've seen the ads, man. And it's like, what the hell? I don't need that. Come on. What are we doing? I'm a young buck.
I'm a young
Stop playing with me. You know, I knew a guy. Not going to call him out. But you know who you are. Guy at work, right? He was inspired because he told me he only did this because he saw some interview of some football player doing it, where this football player said that before every game he would take a Viagra and a Red Bull before every game.
I've heard of that too.
Yeah, I don't remember what football player or whatever. He's like, hey, the next day you see me coming to work with the Red Bull, don't look down, don't look down, and don't ask questions. And because he first initially told me that, he's like, you see me come with the Red Bull one day, don't look down, don't ask questions. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, don't look down, don't ask questions. And it took like till lunch for him to explain it to me. And I was like, that shit don't make sense. What do you mean? And he was like, all right, look. Then he explained it to me, the whole football player thing. He's like, yeah. He's like, just so you know, I'm gonna be taking a Blue Chew and a Red Bull in the morning so I can lock in. And I was like, that makes no sense. He's like, yeah. He's like, think about it. He's like, the blood don't go to my dick because I'm not hungry. The blood goes straight to the brain, and the Red Bull energizes you. So I'm locked in. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. Shut up. But he was dead ass doing it. He was straight up doing it.
This was for football?
No, buddy at work.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And
at Tesla?
Yeah.
Oh my God! All right.
He was serious. And I knew he was serious when he messaged me one day. He's like, Daniel, I need you to do me a favor. I'm like, what's up? He's like, look. He's like, just do me a favor, sign up for the trial period for the Blue Chew, and then let me have them so I can have them. I'm like, what? I'm like, dog, what are you talking about? He's like, look. He's like, I don't want to spend no more money on the Blue Chew, but I know there's the free trials. He's like, just sign up for the free trial, and I'll take the Blue Chews, and I'll give you, and I'll pay you. And I was like, no, dog. I was like, you got a problem. You are, because brother is younger than me. He's younger than both of us.
Yeah.
I was like, dog, I was like, you need to chill out. You're freaking 20 years old, taking Blue Chews. You don't need that. I was like, you're fucking yourself up. Stop being an idiot. Stop taking Blue Chews. I was like, I'm not supporting this cause. I'm not doing it for your own good. I'm not doing it. And you know what? Thank God he stopped.
Or did he just stop telling you?
I hope he stopped. Bro is he's a
menace.
That he is. And he's like a platinum Gooner. Like he would tell the chat every day. He's like, guys, I think I have a problem. I was like, yeah, no shit. He's like, guys, it's gotten to the point where I find videos on the hub, save them for later. So when I get home, I already have something ready. I'm like, dog, that's bad, dog. But I'm like, in my head, I'm like, you know, I guess we were all 20 and super horny, but to be that horny is bad. I mean, that's got to be bad. I mean, any sort of addiction is bad.
Well, I don't think it's horniness. It's definitely more of an addiction than anything.
Yeah, porn addiction is real, though.
Yeah, and it's 100%
and
real.
it's
Yeah.
scary.
I don't think there's a clear roadmap of going back.
No.
Unless you could go to AA for that shit. I don't know.
Is there AA for porn addiction?
I think so. It's called AA, Alcohol's Anonymous, but I
Yeah.
think you could go in there for anything.
Yeah. He's had his ups and downs, but overall, he's doing better.
Porn addiction really scares me nowadays, mostly because...
With the internet.
With the internet. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
With the internet and the lack of relationships that are being formed between young people.
That's true.
Young people, well, no, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
you're not wrong.
I think the top 10% of men are getting about 80% of the women.
You think so?
And I think there's more incels nowadays than there has been in the past.
This might be a hot take, but I do think part of it, I'm not saying that women are being picky per se, but I think it has to do with the individualistic idealism that has been brought up with this new coming generation, including mine, right? It's the idea of being independent and like doing your own thing. You know what I mean?
Are you talking about girls?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like feminism has
evolved.
No, it's
Devolved.
propelled women to put themselves up on a pedestal
Mhm.
and then put men down here.
Yeah.
Especially young men, in the sense where they respect women more than they like respect themselves.
Like I get the idea of a man willing to do anything for a woman, kind of, but to an extent, definitely not to where you lose self-respect. And I think, in my opinion, from what I've seen, it's kind of like where it's propelled, like the idea, that kind of like thing of like what women kind of want. I'm not saying all women, right? But that general, that kind of how you said, like with that new wave of feminism, what it's kind of like come to,
Mhm.
and I think that's kind of shitty. But I mean, I can't really. I mean, I don't like to have my opinions on that because at the end of the day, I'm like, I don't really care. I guess not that I don't care, but it's like
I care for the boys, man.
exactly.
I feel like they're struggling.
Some of the boys are hurting. I'll say that.
They're hurting
Some of the
pretty bad.
boys are hurting.
Mhm.
Some of the boys are hurting.
Yeah.
But also, some of the boys are a little too, not that they're picky, but I think their expectations are a little too high.
Not only that, but what is the male archetype nowadays?
I don't even know. I honestly, I don't even know.
Like, what does it mean to be a man?
At this point, honestly, I don't know. Because, like, I feel like there's the whole, like, what's called, like, those gym bros, that whole, like, idealism to, like, freaking get big, get buff. This is what it means to be a man.
Yeah.
And fucking testosterone and whatever the fuck. And then there's also the flip side. Oh, it's 2025, men should be more in touch with, like, their
emotions,
femininity, things like that. That's what women want. But it's like, I guess for, like, a young man, a young guy in today's world, it's pretty hard to find that, like, in between of what because it's like, it's almost kind of like splitting into extremes, seems like. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Who am I to say? I mean, I'm not the manliest man.
I mean, who is the manliest man that you know?
The manliest man that I know? My dad.
Yeah. It's like the boomer generation.
Straight up.
Was the last
like that old traditional way of life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
you even threw in that southern accent.
I'm lying. No, my grandpa.
Yeah.
Guy's 70 years old, still working hard. His freaking wife doesn't. I say his wife, right? Because it's not my grandma.
No.
Yeah. His wife doesn't work. She freaking does what's that crap called? Calisthenics.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's all she does. 70 years old, still working, fine for the family.
Yeah, I mean that is a problem. I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. I know that I'm definitely not. I'm not where I want to be. I definitely want to be stronger, both physically and mentally.
Yeah.
Be more disciplined. That's the number one thing. Be more
For sure.
disciplined with everything that I do at work, or just like
Mhm.
to just be able to tell myself that I'm going to do so. Keep commitments to myself.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. That's the main thing that I think a lot
Follow
of people
through.
struggle with, especially me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a whole lot of follow through. It's just either I get really interested, and once I'm really interested, I fucking
lock in,
get it done. And it's like, oh wow, I'm amazing.
Yeah.
But there's no like if I don't want to do something, then I just
gotta get to it.
Yeah, I'll get to it, man. Maybe
that reminds me. Because I heard my mom say it to my dad one time. I don't remember what it was that we were working on at the house. Because I still lived at the house, my parents' house at the time. We were working on something, and I forgot. And I think, because my dad, he's got a great memory. Freaking memory of a freaking, was it elephant, right?
Yeah.
The elephants that have great memory, supposedly.
Yeah.
Anyways,
sounds right.
I think that day, whatever it was that he had to do, he had forgotten. And I think my mom was just saying it out of pettiness. And she's like, well, because he was like, my dad was like, I'll get to it tomorrow. He's like, well, you're the man of tomorrow. But she said it in Spanish, el hombre de mañana.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, that's crazy. But like, that's for real me. I'm the man of tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Fuck. That's how I am. Like, yeah, like when you said, like how you mentioned, like when it comes to things that like I'm not like, I tell myself I'm going to do, but like I'm not like entirely invested in it. Take me forever to get to it. Forever. But it's to the point where like it's I don't I guess no, yeah, like procrastination, but it's like once I know I have to do it or else I'm gonna like fuck myself over or whatever, it's gonna like affect me negatively. I'm like, all right, lock in. And then I just yeah, somehow, some way I get it done. I always pull through. Don't know how.
Yeah.
The man is tomorrow.
Did the military not help you with your discipline?
In certain aspects. Like being when it comes to being punctual for certain things, like when I know that I have to be at a certain place at a certain time, worked wonders, right? I guess for example, like work, right? Like for work, I have to be at least there 30 minutes before like clocking. So clocking at 6 o'clock, I have to be in the parking lot at least by 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
Or not, I feel like I'm late. Because like I have like an established routine. Like I come in, grab my stuff. I like to be at the table, settle in, drink my yogurt, and then I'm like, time to clock in. So by the time I'm clocked in, I'm already ready to go. You know, or like as far as being punctual for like I guess being somewhere where I know I have to be there at a certain time. Like if I know like I have leeway to play with, or it's like not so established what time we have to be somewhere. You know, yeah, like I'll take I'll take my time. But like if I have to be somewhere at a certain time, I like make sure to tell myself I'm gonna be there. I have to be there at 6 o'clock. I'm gonna be there like 5:30. I feel like that I've gotten pretty good at. Or like a lot of it, I think a lot of the discipline is a lot more work related than it is, I guess, like interpersonal. You know what I mean? Like at the house, because like me, if I'm not at work, I don't want to go home to work more. Don't hate it. Like if I have to go home and I know I have to cut the grass, I'll cut the grass until I know I have to cut it.
Yeah.
Or like there's like little things I guess too, like laundry. I do laundry every week, but I mean who doesn't?
Yeah.
You know, small shit. Make my bed every morning. I don't that. You know what? I am proud of because I don't know many people that make their bed every morning.
Yeah, that is like the minimum of what you could be doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've met some people. I guess you know what, cleanliness. Because some people can be real fucking dirty.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like, because like when I'm coming home from work and I see a messy room, I'm like, ugh, it just kills my mood even more.
Yeah.
I'm like, God, fuck. It's like, now there's more shit I have to worry about.
Yeah.
It just stresses me out.
In Nevada, I would have these depressive episodes where I just fucking hate myself. And the only way that I could get out of it was to do some like deep cleaning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do some deep cleaning, organizing. And afterwards, then I would feel real nice. But that's the only way. That or going to the gym. Going?
No, I'm good.
Brady got me.
Really? That guy. That guy's a
Shout
freaker.
out Brady.
Shout out Brady. Cocksucker. Freaking.
Yeah. Me and him we've been having this like revival in our
spiritual awakeness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember y'all were having that conversation at the 5K. You know, I'm not religious.
Yeah, no, I feel like a lot of people aren't. Well, it's not that I don't think that they're religious. There's a lot of people that say that they're agnostic, which is not atheist, but
no, yeah, I'm agnostic.
Yeah. So I just don't know. It's really
yeah.
I think most people nowadays are just kind of lost.
I mean, what's your take on that?
On what?
Yeah, like the idea of like I guess being lost spiritually.
I think we need guidance. We need someone to explain it to us. Because I mean, if someone just starts throwing out Bible verses at you,
yeah,
and just there's no real way to convince someone to start believing in God. The whole point of Christianity is that it's free will. Like you find your way to it. Like no one can
force you,
lead you to go drink water. Someone could tell you where the water's at, and then if at some point you're curious and you want to drink, you want a little sip, you go find it. But I think that's a good way of going about it. I don't think anybody should be forced into, because you can't. Maybe you can be forced into believing into something. I think with like Muslims, Jews.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That, or I think maybe if like you're introduced to it, like as like very, very young.
Yeah, but like a
Or
lot of us
kind
are
of
introduced to
sometimes.
it in like very, very young, like especially Catholics. You get
Oh,
baptized as a
yeah.
baby, and you don't really. I mean, you get taught like they
Mm.
have like little classes here and there, but it's not until like recently that I really try to understand why. Because when you think of religious people, you don't think of people that are super intellectual. Like you
True.
don't think of professors that are super religious. You don't think of doctors that are super religious.
Yeah.
You don't think of scientists that are super religious. And to like, I would assume to our generation, these are the type of people that are smart, like
Hmm.
that kind of see reality and can measure reality. And because they've acquired the skills to be able to do that, we just kind of assume that, I mean, if they're not religious, then that does that mean that we as humans have evolved to a point where we don't need God anymore, or God never existed? Or because at some point, like like being religious was not cool. Like I don't think growing up there was a whole lot of people that were like, wow, like this guy. It's really cool that he believes his religion
Yeah.
and that he professes his faith, and like there's no one to look up to for that type of stuff.
Hmm.
And then like the main thing that kind of fucked with me like a lot was the Catholic Church and the priests raping kids.
Oh, yeah.
Because as a kid, I think at least I felt religious. I didn't understand any of
Yeah.
it, but when I would pray, I would really try to pray. I would try to pray to like whatever would be listening to me, and I would feel some kind of like connection,
Hmm.
or at least I would attempt to. Then I heard about the priests and how organized the cover up was,
Yeah.
that it just felt like really nasty, and like how is that,
Acceptable.
how could that be possible?
Yeah.
That and in French class, our French teacher made us watch this movie over Martin Luther. Have you ever heard of that?
Mm-mm.
Martin Luther was this he was a Catholic priest way back
Oh, wait,
in.
wait, wait. That's the guy that like basically he like argued against some of the beliefs of like the Roman Catholics, right?
Mhm.
And then separated from the Roman Catholics. That's kind of where the whole Protestant movement like started, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Martin Luther was a German monk and theologian who sparked the Protestant Reformation in the 1500s. He challenged the Catholic Church's practices, especially indulgences, basically paying for sins. He wrote the 95 Theses, nailed to a church door in Wittenberg in 1517, criticizing corruption. His ideas spread fast thanks to the printing press, leading to new Protestant churches like Lutheranism. He translated the Bible into German, making it accessible to everyone. Oh, and he got excommunicated for his views, but stood his ground. Pretty bold guy.
That movie also messed with it a little bit,
Yeah.
because Martin Luther had this like near death experience where like there was a lot of lightning, and
Mm-hmm.
he was underneath a tree and he was praying like, God, if you spare me, like I swear I will devote my life to you. And he lived. So he was like, all right, got to make good on my promise. And he became a priest, and he started doing the whole ritual of it all. But then at some point in the movie, you start seeing that these bishops and these people would try to sell forgiveness of their sins.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you want to go to heaven, you have to pay up.
Yeah.
Like I mean, yeah, you're poor. Yeah, you don't have a whole lot, but that's okay. Just give it all to God, and He'll take care of you in the afterlife. And it just, like that whole thing was super icky, and I couldn't believe it, honestly. So I asked my mom about it. She didn't really know much about it, and
Mm-hmm.
so I started looking it up, and there was a lot of corruption in the Catholic Church at the time.
Yeah.
Like a lot of corruption. And yeah, they would literally sell the forgiveness of sins. I'll forgive your sins, but
For a price.
yeah, for a price. And that didn't sit well with me at all. So then I kind of detached myself even more from Christianity in general. Like I just didn't really think about it too much. And then I just kind of just wandered through life. I didn't really think about it too much. And you know what? What really got me to start thinking about it more and going back to church and don't know that was the Charlie Kirk assassination.
Really?
Yeah. Because as I started thinking about it, is that so Charlie was a political guy.
Yeah.
But as a political guy, he was more of an evangelist because at all his college appearances and all his debates and stuff, he would always profess Jesus Christ, not God, Jesus Christ. He would always like give all these good responses, like very well thought out and good arguments for Christianity. And it would actually make a lot of people think about it. And he would debate Jews, he would debate Muslims, he would debate anybody.
Yeah.
Atheists. And when he got assassinated, I felt that. I felt like we lost a true like person who truly believed in his religion. That's the thing. There's someone who truly believed in Jesus Christ, because there's a lot of people that believe in God, believe in whatever gods that they believe in, and I felt like I saw his soul leave his body. I felt really sad and I got really teary-eyed. And that day I went to church.
Really?
Like, I just told myself I need to go to church. Like, there doesn't have to be a mass. There doesn't have to be anything. Like, I just want to go inside the church and then just try to just sit there with my thoughts and then just kind of try to connect to something. My wife like comes with me and we get there and I'm just thinking that we're just going to sit there and I'm just going to try to collect my thoughts or whatever.
Yeah.
Turns out a mass just started.
Oh, shit.
We get there just in time, and this lady starts singing, and those are songs that I recognize from when I was a kid. So I start singing along, and my wife also knows those songs, so she starts singing along, and everybody's singing along, and it felt really, really good. And the whole like ritual, it's hard to pay attention to what like the liturgy is saying, what the gospel is saying, because the way that they would explain things, it just doesn't really make sense. Because it's like euphemism, it's metaphors, there's a lot of different ways that you can interpret it. But then he started doing like the body of Christ, turning the wine into blood, and then I started thinking about that. Like, so we believe that this ritual that he's doing right now, I've come later to find out that that's called transubstantiation. Transubstantiation is the process of turning bread and wine into the body and blood of Jesus Christ. And if you do truly believe that, that means that like that is Jesus Christ at the altar right there. And if you do truly believe that, it's a pretty profound feeling. And then you go up and form and go eat it, and as you're eating it, you kind of think, I'm eating the body and blood of Jesus Christ. Like,
yeah,
it all gets it right now. I'm still in the process of it. Like, I still don't know what my thoughts are about it. I'm trying to find my way back into it.
Yeah.
But the good thing is on YouTube, like there's a lot of people that are also trying to find their way into it. And all these different people are explaining different ways of how they found their way. There's a lot of agnostic people that have converted to Christianity, and there's a lot of Protestant Christians that have converted to Catholicism. And that's what's really weird to me, is that it's a lot of young people. Yeah. It's mostly young people, and young people that, like, I would assume that they don't study this stuff.
Yeah.
They just believe, and they try to live their life based on what the teachings are. And if you think about it, like all the religions around the world, they kind of have their own values about everything. It strikes me that Christianity is the only religion where our main guy is humiliated, is tortured, and is killed, even though he could have stopped it. Like, he's God, you know? Like, like he's God. He could stop it at any point. And at the very end, once he's about to die, he looks up and he's like, God, Father, like, why have you abandoned me?
Yeah.
And it felt very human. Because it was a lot of torture, and even God felt like this fucking sucks.
Yeah.
You know, like living here, like existing sucks. Like, oh, why have you abandoned me? Like, this fucking sucks, dude. because any other religion like Confucius, Buddha, they've all died of old age, and they were all reverend, and they all died peacefully. But Jesus Christ is the only one who went into the fire and just kind of suffered. And it's sold to us as in he suffered for us and died for our sins to absolve us of our sins of original sin, which happened back in Genesis with Adam and Eve and the whole apple thing. And it's all so confusing, but like the little tidbits, the little moments that I have of trying to connect this stuff, it really it's an adventure. It really is, and it's exciting to be able to try to get back and connect to that with other people like Brady, because he's trying to get back into it. He's trying to figure it all out.
There's a good video on YouTube actually that it kind of he's like he's like a religious YouTuber, I guess you could say. It's like, I would say like 99% of his videos cover like topics of like Christianity and like the question you asked, like how these different denominations like branched out from the original like Roman Catholics.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like educational video with like comedy and stuff, but like it genuinely like explains like how like each form of Christianity like came to be, right? And I think you should watch it. I would have to like look for it and find it, like the guy's name. But he basically just breaks down like how all that happens. But from what I remember, a lot of it is just like the idea of like what was like Martin Luther, and, like not like to the extent of what he did. It's the idea of like questioning and challenging what faith they were following, which led to them branching to their own like form of like Christianity. That was my understanding of how it all happened, how each branch spanned it out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll have to look for that video and like I'll definitely share it with you.
Yeah. I mean, I'll definitely watch it.
That's
one of my main interests. Yeah. Right now, especially. Because the other thing that really makes me interested in it is the wars that are happening right now, especially between Israel and Gaza.
Mm-hmm.
Because the whole Israel project, that the Judaism, it doesn't feel right to be celebrating the murder of all these kids. And there's a portion of Christianity that are super supportive of it.
Yeah.
Called, I think they call it evangelicals.
Evangelical Christians. Yeah.
I might be wrong about this, but I think they also believe that piece of land over there was promised to the Jews, and that's why we have to support it. We have to support it because God said so in the Old Testament, that those who bless Israel will be blessed. And if you don't bless Israel, then you're screwed, man. You're screwed. And that doesn't sit well with me at all, because the way I understand it is the Jews are no longer the chosen people. Everyone is a chosen people.
Mm-hmm.
He chose us, everybody, Gentile or Jew.
Yeah.
You are now, to get to God is through me, through Jesus Christ. I am the truth. And that's another thing that's interested me, is I'm trying to figure out what the truth is.
Yeah.
Because there's so many ways to spin stories. This whole Israel-Palestine debate, the two sides are so
weighted.
Like, one side can make a good argument and the other side can make an equally good argument, and they wholeheartedly believe their side of it. It is interesting, and I definitely want to talk to more people about it and see like where they're at, and see if they're ahead of me, to try to learn from them, and if they're not, then see what their perspective is. What got you to watch that one guy?
I was just scrolling. It just came up on my recommended feed on YouTube. Yeah, it was just like, and me not being really like, I watched it purely out of curiosity, because it's the kind of question that I ask myself those kind of just curious questions. Like I told you, I'm a nosy guy. I like just to know things, just to know it. And it's just like, you know what? How did we get to like the point where like there's so many different forms of religion? When like you think like obviously like millennia back, it was just the Roman Catholics, like
But
how,
even before that, all
yeah,
all the Zeus, all the different gods that we used to worship.
yeah, it's like, yeah, and it's like, how did we get to this point? Yeah, and yeah, I guess it just one day I was just looking for something to watch on the TV on YouTube, and I was like, huh. I was like, yeah, I've always wondered that. And then I watched that video, and then I watched some of his other videos. I don't remember what exactly it was.
What about it stood out to you?
I guess just realizing that it was a lot simpler than I thought it was, like how like the branching started. It really is just the challenging of ideas. It's just like that general idea of like how we progress as people and like, how just we evolve ideology and mentality, challenging and questioning things. And then if we don't agree, it's either like you stick with it or you find something that's going to make sense to you. Obviously, if something doesn't make sense to you and you don't agree with it, you're going to follow your own path. And that's exactly how, well, not exactly, right? But it's just the general idea of how a lot of these denominations, ended up being as they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just straight up just curiosity.
Yeah, free will is an interesting thing.
It's supposed to be a scary thing. Free will. Seeing a lot of people do a lot of stuff where it's like, why? Like there's completely changed the topic. This guy
Yeah.
named Houston Jones. The guy basically tortures himself on YouTube. Why? For fun. He has this video where he poured like super hot wax on himself. He's a super buff, muscular guy. He just does it for fun, just for the love of the game. Freaking crazy shit. Or like these other guys, these British guys. They don't make YouTube videos. Well, they kind of do, but not really. Called TGF Bro. These two guys, there's a black and white guy from the UK. They paid like, I think it was like $1 million to move a single pencil with a crane, like 5 feet. Why? Free will. They flew from the UK to I think the US to put a single fry on the floor. And I wish I could do shit like that. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? I could freaking make YouTube.
Yeah.
Or do YouTube.
Yeah.
Can't be that hard.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, no, I gotta be realistic.
About what?
I don't know, just life. I feel like I don't think I'm cut out for it. It kind of ties back to like the whole like celebrity thing. I couldn't do it. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to be a celebrity. I love the money, be great, but to hold that kind of like stature of a celebrity, even if it's just internet fame,
Yeah.
someone's gonna recognize you, and it just gets weird. And then people out there are weird in the internet. For example, like there's this guy on TikTok, right? Apparently he was like he wasn't like super known at all. And it's a conventionally attractive man that was building Legos on TikTok, right? And people were starting to like discover him on TikTok and watching him. But then a certain group of TikTok found this guy. They categorize these people as book talk. So like people that read books and are into that kind of shit. Because the guy's name was Reese, and apparently this specific group of people got real weird about it, and then they started sending him messages, acting as fans, but then started sending him really weird shit, and then it kind of like forced him off the internet because of the attention he was getting. Yeah, I wouldn't want that, because like I want to have the free will to do what I want, and yeah, sure, maybe like share it with people, but I don't want that kind of attention. Like I'd rather not. I mean, I'm not saying I would get that kind of attention, but I'm just like, if I was in that guy's situation, I would do the same thing. Like, bunch of fucking weirdos, get away from me. Stop that.
Yeah.
Stop that noise.
I always wonder how different it is for podcasters, especially because they kind of like put all their everything out there.
True. Ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the people in public like kind of truly kind of know them more so than normal. Like a guy like Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I feel like a lot of people know him. But also maybe since you kind of know him, you kind of know there's certain boundaries you have to follow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like if you see him in public, I think most people understand that, hey, it looks like he's with his family. Like it's probably not a good idea to interrupt his dinner just to ask for a picture. You kind of respect him in that way. I would assume most people do.
But I've also seen that work in the opposite way to where it's like, oh, like I've been watching this guy for so long, and like I know, like I just like people like think they know somebody just because they've not interacted, but seen them on the internet for so long. They're like, oh, I just know it's gonna be okay. It's like it's so and so. It's gonna be all right, and then they take advantage of that.
Yeah.
What's it called? Two sides of the same coin.
Mm.
Never know what to expect. But sometimes, fuck it, we ball.
We ball, dude. We ball. I think that's a good way to bring this home, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's 1 a.m., dude.
It's all right.
You got to work tomorrow, man.
Work schmirk.
Work schmirk, man.
I
Work
got.
schmirk.
Let me see how much sick time I got. Not that much, but I got enough. But check. I got you. I'm about to tell you right now. 5 hours of sick time, dude. I can miss half the day tomorrow.
That a boy.
I'm lying. I won't even come late. I gotta save that sick time.
Yeah.
I do it once a month. Save it all, and then I use 8 hours.
There you go. Well, Daniel, thanks for coming. Thanks for talking.
Thanks for having me.
We'll do this again soon. All right. Sounds good.
Naked.
Good night, folks.
Good night.